All right. Mm-mm. Nah. All right. Set the heart. Can't see the chat yet. Hold up. Sending the invites out. Cause I'm sending the invites out. I can't see the chat yet. Alright. I think that's everybody. Who that up in that queue? Oh, that lovely. Just in the galaxy? What the heck? Missed that. How the heck I missed that too?
I had to.
Thanks.
I earned it, and I gave it back to you.
What? Wow. Good looks. What the heck? You was preaching like that out there?
Always, always.
Always. Okay.
That's why I said,
Always.
What now, Kev? What now? What conversation are we gonna have now?"
You already know it.
I love when you bring up these questions because a lot of people don't even know how to answer the questions, and they don't even know how to listen to the answer or the response.
Yes, yes, you already know.
I know,
I
I
just be thinking
know,
about so much random stuff.
I know
Let
you
me
do.
think of that.
I know you do. That's why
Especially that one with the empathy, man. I can't wait to get to that. And so,
oh
isn't
my
projecting
goodness.
another form of empathy? You feel me?
Uh-huh.
And
Man,
people always be like, "You just projecting" or something like that. But if I noticed, but if you agree with a person, with how they feel, they be, "Oh, you empathize with me." But if it ain't how they feel, they call it projecting. No, nah, you
well, a lot of
you
people
went
don't know
through something.
a lot of people don't know the difference between empathy and sympathy.
I don't
So
even know that barely. Right? What's the deal? Uh,
exactly. I don't even know if I want to even start answering these questions because I was in even on Labor Day, I actually worked all day. So I've been with clients all day and I'm sitting here going, "Oh my gosh, why is everything that pops up that I have on my TikTok lives coming in with my clients?" I'm like, "Wait a minute. We just talked about this." So well,
right.
I think we talked about this the other day, Kev. Though,
What's that?
when you talked about competing with the struggle, and then if you go back into your first question, it says, what's the purpose of saying I had it worse?" That was like what we were talking about the other day, comparing trauma.
hmm
That's what it reminded me of.
Yeah, I think yeah, we was talking about that. Yes, well, we never kind of lingered to it, but I heard them, and I thought about that. I was gonna put it in the chat, and I'm like, you know what? I can make that a topic. 'Cause I was like, I was thinking about if you already competing and stuff, you still competing about who doing it worse and who doing it bad or the worse, all that. So I'm like, you already lost that life. So
Hmm.
I want to get to why. What's the deal, Mister F? Your feelings. With K in the building.
I like that you brought up this topic because we were talking about that the other day with comparing trauma because that always goes back into division. Look,
Yeah.
Everybody's been in a different circumstance, a different experience, a different understanding, a different understanding. A lot of people don't know how to seek and they don't know how to find, you know, so it's like sometimes you create your own trauma, sometimes you experience it. How do you balance it out?
Or never know. Never know.
Mm-hmm. Because a lot of people want to point the finger at somebody else, but don't point the finger back at themselves.
Oh, it's so easy to do that. We know.
Exactly. Exactly. I don't know what your live is gonna do tonight. I know I can't be on long, but I
Yeah.
know this is gonna be a competition, Kev.
Most of my lives should be, but it's just like I think they being the ones they being smart though, you know,
Mhm.
and not coming in here like, nope, not about to do that. They smart like how I've been lately because I've been trying not to go on the other side lives and the investors and the ones that always want to spend all their time talking about people. And yeah, I just ain't got time for that stuff no more.
I don't have the patience for it anymore, and I actually did because I'm in a lot more like biblical lives and like because it's helping me learn a little bit more. But when I go in all these creations live that wants to argue about people, I'm like, but people don't even argue about themselves. The hardest relationship that we have in life is the one with self. So if you aren't even looking at you, how can you look at somebody else? So who are you competing with? Are you competing with the other person or are you actually competing with yourself?
Facts. That's what the real competition's supposed to be, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so they're trying to do this. Let me get that thing in. Let me get these lights going and stuff. Get these invites. Somebody get all that stuff going real quick.
I'm
Get all
trying
this
to
stuff going.
I'm trying to breathe it up. I'm trying to breathe it up, Kev, because a lot of people need to come in here and have this conversation. A lot of people need to learn today.
Facts. They might not laugh, but they gonna learn.
Exactly. But how many times do we laugh though too? Sometimes you laugh and learn at the same
Oh,
time.
most definitely do. Yeah, most definitely do. Got to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. I just been dodging. Like if I see a lot of lies that seem like they not, I don't know. Like I've seen the debates with the presidents, and I just ain't got time for that. I'm
Me
not trying to yell my brain out just for
either.
nothing, really, because it's like, what's the
I
point? People
can't
gonna
go into
make their choices.
political lives. I can go into biblical lives, but as long as they're not arguing. As
Yeah,
long as they're not arguing, you know, you can go seek knowledge, but you don't have to argue the knowledge. You don't have to compete
yeah,
with the knowledge. Sometimes you're actually gaining knowledge when you
they
don't.
do.
Mm-hmm.
People, you could tell though that that's what they because like when you challenge them on that, they feel like it's at the end of the world. You feel like that you assaulting their intelligence and stuff. Like everybody don't know everything. Chill, it'll be all right.
Exactly. Well,
People,
you know,
especially people that be going to school and stuff. I got this degree in that. You ain't know nothing. But I would feel it too, though. If a person might outsmart you, or not even that, just might know something that you might not be aware of about something that you claim that you know. Of course, you're gonna feel it. You spent all these years and all that money on there. You ain't about to wait on nobody to say you that you wrong. You know what I'm saying? You gonna fight tooth and nail, but you know.
Mhm. Well, some people's experiences are knowledge. So if somebody and this is one thing that I love about you, Kev, is that your patience will actually let somebody talk their testimony and their understanding, their experience, their understanding, and a lot of people a lot of people learn from that. A lot of people learn from other people who didn't have a
Right.
degree, who didn't have a
Exactly.
they weren't in politics, they weren't in all this stuff. They just experienced it. So
Yep. You just told me what you done spent 40 years studying. I just learned in a day. Thank you. Thank you for opening your mouth.
exactly.
That's funny, man.
Exactly. A
That's
lot of
funny,
people
man.
want to. Why do you think people give like the government or the educational system or political system or all these divisions? It has helped divide us, but they give them more credit than they actually give you for yourself.
Mm,
You know,
oh,
a lot
man.
of people don't even know how to give themselves grace. They don't even,
That's the
or
thing.
even if you think about it though too, a lot of these divisions has what has separated us from from God or the Most High, I should, whatever anybody wants to call God, because I don't want to bring that up in your life. But a lot of people don't even know what's divided themselves from themselves.
Yeah, that's what it is. And that's funny though. Everything is with self. That's the thing. People get mad when I tell you get these things to yourself. They want it from everybody else but themselves. Especially when I was talking about that love language thing, good looks. You can join the team. That love
Mm-hmm.
boy. I'm gonna keep talking about that. I see it ruffle some feathers, and I'm gonna get it.
You
You
know what?
know.
I had that conversation
People think
today,
that book
Kev.
gonna save their life, man. At the end of the day, it's always a
Hmm.
reason to everything. I don't care what you read up on, what you studied, all that stuff. You that stuff still came from some root thing, and you basically telling somebody that they can't change.
Exactly. And a lot of people are trying to change other people when they're not trying to change themselves.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's why I love talking about everything, man. Because the people that
Me
claim that they
too.
be messing with me or stuff like that, I didn't know you think that way. Well, whatever. Yeah, and what that's for them. I think many of different ways. I don't
Hmm.
stick on one thing. That's the difference with me.
No, me either. You know what?
Hmm.
And I was having this conversation earlier with somebody earlier, especially if you come from like a, well, I don't want to throw labels out there, but I'm going to. But if you talk about it from like a neurodivergent perspective or ADHD perspective, I was like, look, we want to know everything because when you know the good, you know the bad, and you know the ugly, at least you have options. So now you can talk about everything because you've experienced it all. You've heard. A lot of people don't know how to listen. And I think we said this in your live the other day. A lot of people don't know how to listen. We can ask questions all day long, but are you actually listening to the responses?
Hmm. That's true. What you got, Kay? How you feeling, brother? Yeah, got me cracking up with that one picture here. A little spade face
Hey,
head dude. I don't know
I can answer her question. I can answer that question you just
what
asked.
you got.
Go ahead, Phil, because I
They're
can't
not.
say your whole name the same way, but go ahead, Phil.
Like, nah, I agree. Like, what question y'all on exactly?
Nothing. We was free roaming at the for the moment.
Yeah,
But if you want to start it, we can get
Fremont?
it going.
we were pre-phrasing.
Warming the room up. Man,
Y'all keep on going. I chime in on something, you know what I'm saying? Something that catch my attention. I'm still listening, though. Crazy.
Well,
So,
oh,
well,
for sure.
think about it, Phil. If you still are competing with the struggle, you already lost at life. Do you think you lost your struggle?
if you continue to fight with the struggle, then you've lost at life.
No, if you're competing
If you're
with
competing,
struggle.
elaborate a little bit.
Er, Okay, with that, basically everybody like to say that are they competing with I had it worse than you. So basically, the first question, the first prompt, what's the purpose of saying I had it worse? That's what the it's kind of tied to.
Uh,
Exactly. Are you comparing?
uh, I be finding that shit weird. Like. I'm not gonna hold you. Like, no offense to anybody. You feel me? Like,
Mm-hmm.
no offense to anybody. Honestly, my twin is here. I just want y'all to know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
just so y'all know, yeah, the actual
Yes, my brother.
name that's right there is here. But yeah,
Uh-oh.
people are fucking weird. Like, they're weird because that statement in itself is asinine as fuck. Because somebody out there, like even like your parents would say, people will tell you, well, I've had it worse than that. Um, and reality, and not fantasy land or your reality and actual reality. There's people out here that's had it way worse. So I don't like the fact that people try to compare their problems to others. You know what I'm saying? Like as if it's
Mm-hmm.
really a competition, because it's not.
Right.
Everybody's doing what they're doing with their life. I mean, if your life is struggling, you need to look in the mirror, readjust, reevaluate.
There you
However,
go.
to try to compete with somebody else that's probably, hypothetically speaking, in a worse situation than you, that's asinine as fuck. You look like a jackass. Just be real. That goes
Mm-hmm.
for men and women. Like, I'm not one
Right.
side. So,
Right.
Hey,
I
I
think
had
the
this.
only time I would do it, and that's just to uplift myself, right? And that is only, and it ain't gonna be out loud either. But sometimes I tell other people, because people that be acting like they have it worse, I'm like, bro, but you can be worse. You can. So I would say, it's people in the grave now, right? And I would say, or there's people with no legs and stuff like that. But the whole point is to be grateful for what you got now, and you know what I'm saying. So that's what only time I'll probably use, like, I wouldn't call it competition, but comparing. I would say a comparison. But people always want to say I'm at the bottom of the worst. I can barely get no food, but you on TikTok though. That don't make no sense. If you right and looking like, now if you looking like that, that's people looking like that right there, and they
you said no legs. I can't
and
put the other picture up because I got hit last time, so I ain't putting that one up.
You know, I had this conversation, and then now that Kev is bringing it up with this competition thing, I had this conversation earlier today with somebody I was working with, and we were talking about offense and defense, and because I was an athlete my whole life, so if you talk about NFL, MLB, you talk about like all these different sports, there's a discipline that comes with that sport. So are you competing with that person, but can you also show love to that person at the same time?
Why is everything gotta be a competition? Let's just think about it. Everything. Matter of fact, nah. You know what? I'm gonna be on my PJ shit. I'm finna be on some. Nah, matter of fact, yeah, I'm gonna be on my Snoop shit. Let's be real here. Everybody out here is competing for something. Like, this
Right.
person's competing for. They competing with cars. Like, I got the better car than you. I got
right.
a better car than you.
Uh-huh.
Okay, let's go to wardrobe. No
Yep.
shame, no shame to nobody, no disrespect. Actually, all disrespect intended. This woman over here, like, I could be a bigger hoe than you. I could be a bigger hoe than you. I can dress sluttier than
Right.
you. I can dress sluttier than you.
That
I can
make
dress
no
more
sense.
classy than you. I can dress more classy than you.
Classy, all right.
Yeah. I'm talking about them church
Exactly,
women. This,
Phil.
this, 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 the church women. We ain't even got to the actual people in reality. I'm talking church wise. Nah,
Right.
I'm just playing. But nah, then the worst competition, the worst one of it all is the sex game. Like,
Oh
Oh.
the
man.
fact that people really
Oh.
be out here competing to get the most bodies is the most
Uh,
diabolical shit ever. Cause who the
mm,
fuck are you really hurting? Like, let's be real.
true. True. That's true.
Well, if you
But
think about competition, though, competition is like, well, I had this conversation too earlier too. It's the same thing that came up. A lot of people will say, I don't give anything to give to you because I don't want anything back. Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Um, Anybody that says that, tell them this. I want you to do this. Anybody that says that, I don't want
Bullshit.
anything. Like,
Bullshit.
real shit, bullshit. Because at the end of the day, you still getting some, in some way, shape, form,
Right.
size, or action. Something is being reciprocated for the action that you did. So I'll be wanting
Exactly.
to hear that. That's
That's
like a woman be like, I don't want you to do this for me, but
I do it
and
that's
because
what's up
I'm
with
looking
them though.
for me. I'm
I
not
had to
compete
bring
for no
that up
man.
though. I had to bring that up, Phil. And Perkins, I had to bring that up because a lot of women want their men to do everything for them, but what are you reciprocating back?
And the
I'm
fact that
curious.
kills me
Is
when they say
go
this
ahead,
one here. This the famous one they got saying, "I put on makeup and do this for me." No, you don't. You trying to you trying to up one on that woman at your job because that woman at your job look prettier than you, so you trying to up her by putting on the best outfit or the best makeup. Oh, she got Mac. Oh, I'm gonna get this one. Oh, she got Beyonce makeup line. I'm gonna get this line. Y'all peeing with each other on low key, don't even realize it. Oh, she got a bigger butt. I'm gonna go to Puerto Rico and get a BBL.
Mm-hmm.
That's the
but maybe
insecurities,
it's
man.
Maybelline posse has entered the building. Don't worry about it. Oh, nah, he ain't lying though, because it's like I don't understand it. Like the I'm trying to think how I want to phrase this. I'm gonna
Well,
come back. because how I
Yeah,
want to
because
say
they
this
said they
is
not
really
peeing
fucked
for a
up.
breathe,
man.
Perkins, breathe, just breathe.
I forgot then another one. They said they not peeing for a man, but every time you post a picture with your booty out or the new outfit on or some skimpy mini skirt or poking your little butt out doing little cute little poses, you're peeing for a man's attention.
But they're also but
It's girls that like fat booties too.
a lot of women
Whoa,
are
whoa,
also
whoa,
competing
whoa.
for other
That's
women's
not a lie.
attention.
That's not a
Yes.
lie. You
That
will be
too.
amazed at the women that be it.
They
I'm
do.
gonna be real with
That's because
y'all.
they
If
want to be
y'all really
niggas so
pay
bad.
attention
That's why.
to a lot of the pictures that these women post, if you really pay attention to the people, because I'm analytical as fuck, so I'm gonna actually adeptly look at your shit. Like, I'm gonna check the likes and shit. I'll be doing that. It was basically for like this little research I was doing. I just wanted to prove a point. If you really go back and look at majority of the pictures that women post, they always say that it's the men that are liking their photos. No, men are liking your stories. When you go to the actual photos, it'd be more females under them likes than it do dudes. If you don't believe
Exactly.
me, I want you can go to
Exactly.
Instagram right now and matter of fact, go to Facebook. Go to Facebook, you can go to Instagram and you will see that shit. Like in the story, they'll have thousands of dudes heart in the story. Damn, you fine. Let me take you out. Blah, 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 blah. And then you go on the actual page of a picture they posted, and it's always the women under that.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
It's a
What?
2 for 1 special.
2 for 1 special is crazy.
Do
You
you
get the
think
ticket
much
for the
majority,
man.
since you said that though, do you believe that majority of them girls that do like them pigs, do they really like them or do they envy them? Maybe some jealousy in it.
They might
There's a
Maybe it's
lot of
they
something that
might
they
envy.
want to
like
be
it and
like.
a little envy, a little bit. They like the outfit, but they don't like her.
Right.
That's what I'm trying to see. I feel like it's a root to that situation though, because it's not like men sitting there liking other men pictures like crazy, and usually
Exactly.
unless it's a car or something like.
Well,
Is it the
well,
same thing? Because we like cars and we like it like that. Maybe they like dresses. Maybe I
I
don't
don't
know.
think it's the same thing though, Kev.
I
If
don't
you
know.
look at it, why are more women um, mad at other women, well, is there more of a competition between women with women or men with men?
It's women with
With
women
women,
because
hands
To
down.
say.
I can say this: when a woman say, "Oh, I'm happy, I got my man, I'm cooking for him, serving him a plate of food," and they showed it on social media, look at that comment when that woman take a picture or saw a video of her catering to her man. You'll see so much hate and so much backlash she would get for just being nice to her man, just being nice, just saying thank you.
Women are mean.
Look at that situation with Simone Biles and her husband. They ain't bothering nobody, and she getting head on, and
Oh,
he getting head on left and right.
mm,
Exactly,
Hey,
CD.
I got a picture for y'all. One sec. It's not even a bad picture. It's actually really good. It's really helpful. It's helped a lot of people. Well, it's helped me. I don't give a fuck about them people. But point being taken, you can make that the big screen so y'all can read that aloud to yourself. When people start to live with this mentality, I swear everything in life will be so much better. In order to insult me, I must first value your opinion. Nice try, though. Which means if your opinion is not beneficial, putting money in my pockets, or in any way helping me to grow as a person, I could fucking care less about
mm.
Hmm. But I've talked about this though too. Feelings. Is it your feelings, or it comes from ego? It's your emotionally generated opinion. Your feelings come from your opinion. Your feelings come from what you have like put into place based upon your experience, your emotions, your environment, and all that stuff. So I love that you put that up. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna steal that. I'm gonna steal that feelings. I'm gonna steal
Yeah,
that.
nah, for real, y'all go ahead. Like I tell people every day, it was at one point in time. You gotta think everybody at one point in time they go through a phase or whatever. At one point in time, I used to be an asshole. When I first started this, I was an asshole. I mean, the biggest. My first page was the same name. I had over 65,000. I lost it because I was that bad. Like, but now, see, I try to take a different approach because, quite frankly, what people say don't mean shit unless it is valuable information that is going to help you progress and grow. Let it go.
Hmm.
I
Well,
totally agree.
you have to understand that you can't let what other people think about you, feel about you, and move with you. You can't let that affect you because how you gonna grow?
That's why I ask people the question: do you honestly love yourself? In order to love yourself fully, that means you have to love everything that
Yep,
comes with you. Good, bad, big, small,
and
it don't
ugly.
matter. Everything. You can have blemishes. I'm talking about blemishes that make you look like you're 1,000 years old. It doesn't matter. If you love it yourself, anybody else's
Hmm.
opinion about you don't matter. That's why I don't be caring what people say about me. Because guess what? You can call me ugly. You can say I look dusty. Because guess what? You still don't know. I know one thing you don't know that I know, and is you don't know me.
Exactly. Well, a lot of people don't even put the Most High first, or God first, or however you want. A lot of people don't even put what created you first before they put the flesh. You know, so it's like everybody out here judging everybody. Look, I gotta judge you in order to make a judgment, in order to make a decision, in order to make a choice. But at the end of the day, who am I following?
You know what I find crazy about that part? People will
I
get
mean,
on the app and talk cash money nonsense about each other, but they be sitting there sliding in each other DMs talking about what we going tomorrow night. That's what I don't get.
he hit the hey, yo, he hit the nail
What
on
do you
the
want to do,
head.
man? You know you was
Oh
sounding
my
good that other night. You
Exactly,
divester.
CD.
I like you, Red
Exactly.
Pillar.
Yeah,
Yeah,
can
I
I
done have people
comment
call
on?
me all kind of names, like on Facebook, whatever, and I'm like, you just mad because I didn't call you back at the last night.
Well,
Like,
maybe in that competition, like the competition that we have is that we also know how to set boundaries. We also know how to say what I'm going to allow and what I'm going to release.
I wanted to say though, I think that the way men and women compete is just psychologically a lot different.
Mm.
Like Kev and I, we and the other guys on this panel, right? We could all be hanging out. We could say, let's do a foot race, and we could all kind of respectively look at each other and say,
A
all right,
what
well, good
race?
luck, but I'm going to do everything in my power to beat you. And we can have that mentality, and we understand that it's not necessarily petty or personal, but we want you to do your best, but we all understand we're going to do everything we can to win the race. Whereas from my observation, women are a lot more petty when it comes to how they compete. And women they do this thing like where they'll tell a girl one thing and lead her in a direction that's not beneficial, as the guise of being nice, like, yeah, girl, you look great in that dress, when really it looks like they put 10 pounds in a 5-pound bag.
Oh
You know,
shit, that
they'll set
the
their
five
friend up
pound
like
bag.
that on purpose and be petty because they know if they can go out and they've been, you know, telling their girlfriend like, yeah, you look great, let's go out, they know that when they're standing next to their friend they look better. Like, that's how I've seen girls compete with each other.
Well,
Real
and I've also
obvious.
seen girls compete where they say you should leave that man. You should leave that man rather
Mm.
than empowering them to stay with the man.
Yeah, and
Mm.
then the man, they end up leaving, and then guess who goes over there?
Mm-mm.
Mm-hmm.
I've been through that firsthand.
Yeah, so I'm just saying, like, men, we compete, and I'm speaking in a general sense. There are men who compete with malicious intent. I mean, we can all list examples, but in the majority sense, we can understand that we're going to give our best effort to try to better someone.
Yeah,
But
most of the time it's strength and money. You might be dealing with
I'm gonna
strength
be
or
real.
something than money.
I'm be real, Kev. I'm gonna be real, man. No disrespect. But when he said that, all I could think of,
What the heck? Is that a bag of potatoes?
yo,
Oh, what, you never heard that? Putting 10 pounds in a 5-pound bag? You
Hmm.
never heard that?
yeah,
Nah,
yeah.
that's funny.
Are
When
you
we
not
say we be like, you
lying?
built
Is
like
that
a
in a
sack of
sock?
potatoes. Nah, that's a sack of potatoes.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
like
yeah,
a
yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
you're not
That's
lying.
some
If you
old.
if you
That's
go to
that
the club,
old.
right? You go to the
You know,
right
it's
thing
like the
in the
shape is
club,
like
right?
a busted can of biscuits. You know what I'm saying?
A
You know, it's
busted can of. Hey, yeah.
Hold on. Someone explain to me why we got dudes that's every bit of husky up top, flamingo legs on the bottom wearing these skinny jeans, looking like pregnant
oh
candy
my.
apples.
Sir, sir,
Oh,
sir,
I'm not saying that. I'm not
sir.
going to touch that one. I'm not touching that one with a 30-foot pole. No, I'm
oh
not
my
getting into that.
goodness.
No, I'm not. Jesus help me. Jesus help me.
One good kick,
Hey,
it be
that was a
over.
good one. That was a good one. I fucking see it. That was a good one.
Oh
But
Nah,
you
I
my
see
saw
it, he
good
not
goodness.
energy in here.
lying.
I don't take no offense to that. This is an old ass picture. I just had to throw something on here.
But I'm not lying. He's not lying. I watch the club. I pay attention to my surroundings. So I see like a group of ladies, a group of five, maybe 5 ladies. You got the big girl, you got the girl in shape, you got the pretty one, the serene leader, and then you got the nerd girl, the quiet one, shy. Yeah.
Because all of them make her look good. Hey, listen, I thought it was a joke. My
Mm-hmm.
uncle told me this before I seen it in a movie. He said, if you ever go out to a bar or a club and it's like 4 or 5 women, he said, look at the one that would be considered the ringleader or the prettiest of them all. Take your hands and put them in the shape of a U and block out everybody else. She really the
Oh.
ugliest motherfucker in there. That man, ever since he told me that shit, I ain't never seen nothing different.
Mm. Mm.
They call
Cause
it
she
the
used them. Women use women to attract men that they want in the caliber that they
Mm-hmm.
can't even really acquire. Cause I mean, let's be real. Why the fuck do you want somebody like women have unrealistic ass mindsets or unrealistic ideas that men are supposed to do these outlandish, fancy, expensive shit. But then again, like I'd be like, ask yourself, did your daddy ever do that for you? Like,
Ooh. Good question. Good question.
you
and
want
they
me
Did
to
your
do
call
this?
dad ever do
Did
it
your
to you?
dad ever do something like this for you? Like, I be asking that, and they get mad. I'm like, oh, fuck your feelings. I don't
Yeah,
care.
because how many women, and I'm the only woman on this panel, how many women, like, do even men say this, or even women say this about it? You got daddy issues. You got daddy
They
or
issues.
never
somebody
say
hurt
it
you.
to
honestly, listen,
us.
like
I mean, they
straight
never
up,
say it to women. They say it to men. It's crazy. Go ahead, bro.
Exactly.
it's interesting you bring that up, that you asked that question, because my daughter, her answer to that question will be yes, because not every month, but pretty close to every month, I take my daughter out on a father-daughter day, and it's like I open the door, you know, I treat her how you're supposed to be treated, and I take, and we go out and we have pizza together. That's what we do. We find different pizza joints. That's her favorite thing. So, but I show her how a man is supposed to, lead in a situation. So my daughter's answer would be, yeah, actually, my dad has taken me on dates and shown me how this is supposed to be. You need to up your bar.
Right, and a woman won't know how to be treated by a man if she wasn't treated by her dad, and that's why I tell women, you have to allow. I don't even like to say allow. I'm gonna try to. I don't know what the word to use it. Look, there
Nah,
is a
nah,
lot of
say it
It's okay.
straightforward. Straightforward. Just be blunt.
there is a lot of women that will keep their men from being in their children's lives, that won't even allow their daughter to even have what Mr. Print just said.
And like I said,
So,
they call it the cheerleader effect, the pyramid cheerleader effect. It's always the pretty one at the top, who's not the prettiest, but it's a cheerleader effect.
yep. The cheerleader, you're just cheering for everybody, but you aren't even working for yourself. You're cheerleading on everybody else, but you aren't even working for yourself. You aren't on the football team. You're just a cheerleader. You're greeting the football team. You know what I mean? Like, and that's what, like, with what Kev is saying, like, when we talk about competition, a lot of people don't understand who's actually on the field. Who's on the field? Me and you, or the cheerleader?
A lot of women out here don't understand sports analogy anyway. It was a video I watched, but it was so true. He be like,
Mm-hmm.
it'd be like, you fumbled me. Girl, a
Yeah,
fumble can be recovered. Nah, we threw your husband to the streets. That's a
exactly.
full-blown interception. I threw that on purpose. What? I threw that to the guys. What you talking about?
Exactly.
I ain't fumble nothing. A lot of y'all ain't never watched football day in your life,
No, I
or know what
love
the fuck happens
football.
with a quarterback.
Mm-mm.
None of that shit. They talking about some, we fumbled them. Oh,
Well, a lot of
sweetheart.
women will complain that their men watch sports, but don't understand the discipline that
Nah,
actually
women complain
comes.
about us being on the game, but would you rather us be on the game in the house, safety
Exactly.
of your presence, even though you may not like it? At least we
Exactly.
fucking home. We ain't out with our homies that ain't got no women at the
That's
clubs or the
that's why I
bar. You
understand
know
how
what I'm
people get
saying?
with
Hey,
gamers and they get mad because we on the game.
Exactly.
hey, since we're talking about
Exactly.
hanging out at home, being safe, since we're all here on TikTok right now, on this panel, we can be tapping the screen. We got a couple people in the room. Let's be tapping the screen. We can share the live as well. So everybody, please share the live right now. I'd like to see some hashtag FYPs thrown up in the comments. So let's try to get this live going. Kev's been up for a little while. We're only at 4.7K likes is what I see. I'm gonna be tapping right now. Everybody, let's get to it. Let's tap in 100 each, everybody on the panel really quick, just to spur the algorithm a little bit. Try to share it out to at least 10 people. The way I do it, it lets you select 15 really quick, and you don't got to worry about getting any kind of shutdown for looking like you're an AI or whatever if you just do that way.
I love that everybody on this panel, and thank you, Mr. Print, for adding value to Kev's live, because a lot of people don't understand what Kev's live, what his questions bring to other people. So we're talking about competition. We can talk about yourself in that relationship. Are you offense, or are you defense, or are you both?
And speaking of managing things, I like it if the people that are sitting in this room and on the panel could manage to take care of that live goal. If we could manage that, that'd be great as well.
Nice.
As the mod, I got to try to tie everything in on my mod break and keep us tapping and keep those likes going for a minute.
Yes, sir.
Kev, whenever you're ready to take direction and get it going, you can go ahead and take it from me. But I'm just gonna keep rambling on until I see us get to like maybe 8K.
I'm gonna help you with that last question you got on there. That prompt of what are signs of a person with emotional intelligence. I actually have a screenshot of what emotional intelligence is.
Let's go, Fields. Let's go, Fields.
But hey, Kev, I'm gonna actually drop down for a little bit. I got some family shit I need to handle, so that's why I'm kind of getting in a long mod break. I know I kind of put the brakes on the thought train there for a minute, but I just want to see those likes go up, man.
We love you,
Respect,
mister.
respect.
Yeah, I mean they're totally free, you know. And if you don't like Kev, you can just like pretend you're punching him with your thumb. I would just say don't get like really ragey and break your screen, because I don't want you to have to leave because you broke your shit.
Don't break a
So don't
nail.
get too mad.
Yeah, some
I
people
see
don't
you
like me that
around
bad.
most Kev
Yeah, but
lives.
you know the
I know
people
Kev
that
be
don't
getting
like
cussed
you,
out in
I want them
comments.
to help the live get to more people that don't like it.
Why you all in my grill, Kelly? Dang.
Just go ahead and tap his head, because I think tomorrow he gets a fresh cut, so we'll see the box all nice and big tomorrow.
Go ahead, Fields. Like, what are you touching on the emotional intelligence?
All right, we're about to hit 8K. Go ahead and let's continue. Y'all be blessed. I'm out. Drop me, someone.
Good job. I like that. All right. Appreciate you, brother. We'll see you. What can I do for you? Yeah. All right.
Everybody peep with something. They don't have to be like actual prize, but people do it to each other. They're not directly, like, intentionally, but it's basically people peep.
Pringles. They're not Lay's, they're Pringles. You must want some. Have you ever been swallowed up? All right, let's get this party started, man. 14 people in there. Y'all still hitting them likes. Y'all can take a break when we get to 20K.
Don't break a nail,
Also,
though.
what the heck? Why do he look? What the heck? What happened to Patrick? If y'all haven't joined the team, if y'all haven't joined the team yet, y'all have a little orange part on your name. Kelly, since you looking at me chew, let me go and see it. Let me look at you join that team real quick because you're not on the team. Hit that 1 penny up there. You go up there. It's right near my name. Near my name, you'll see an orange heart. When you click that, you have joined the team. When you join the team, it will help push me on the popular lives. I think I made it to like C rank recently. I think I seen that though. Also, if y'all haven't shared, go ahead and share that thing. Go and hold your finger on the prompt for like 2 seconds, and then you'll see a bunch of people you can share to. I'm at a level. There you go. See, Spidey, he did it. He did it. There you go. I think a few people already did it already. So yeah, y'all should have an orange thing in y'all name. There you go. See how as soon as he pressed it, he got an orange part on his name, and then he joined the team. Yeah, feel me? Some of y'all stuff probably iced out. That's probably what happened. That's why it's gone. So let's get this. I feel like that's everything. Few of them hashtag FYPs in here too. All right. So
Boy, them
start out
Pringles
with
gotta be good.
You said what?
Them Pringles gotta be good. I'm talking about.
Oh, you heard
I'm
it?
looking like this man over here smacking.
I didn't even notice that I was doing that.
So you got the original one. I think you got.
I got it just stuck all in my teeth and stuff. That's why it is. I didn't even notice that. But Brad goes, it's Pringling. I feel just like this guy with the mustache. All right, so we're gonna start off with you, Lovely, and then we're gonna go down, and then we're gonna go to Mr. F Yo Feelings, then go down to my boy C Day. What is the purpose? I know we said it already, but you can throw a little couple you can add on there. What's the purpose of saying I had it worst? Why do you think people do that? Lovely.
I think the purpose is I think it goes a lot back into shame. Is that if you had it worst, now you're trying to compare it to somebody else, and you're trying to compare your hurt with somebody else's hurt.
Okay.
So if you compare your hurt to somebody else's hurt, you're not actually able to relieve them of their pain.
Mm-hmm. You stole my job, but that's just being petty, trying to say, oh, my hurt is worse than yours.
We are killing it.
Right? They act like it's a flex. Like people act like trauma dumping and like, oh, well, I had it worse than you or this and that. They act like it's a flex and really it's not.
Am I invisible?
Hold on one sec. Hold
No,
on.
you
Hold
got it.
on
Oh,
one
she
sec.
was talking. She was talking.
All right, so how we doing this one? We don't do the little lap over stuff. We just gonna go in order real quick, then we go to open panel. So
Thank
I
you,
think
Pat.
Parkers, did you finish up?
Yeah, I'll finish.
All right, so it's on Sadar, you next. What's up, Sadar? I ain't seen you in a year. So I ain't seen you in a while though. We been all right.
Gorgeous. I missed you.
Hi, lovely. Hi,
Hello, my
Fez.
love.
Hello, Cheney. Hey, everybody. So, speak, Cheney. Say hello. Y'all people so damn rude.
Oh, my bad. My bad. Well, damn. What?
I waved at you.
Ooh.
They go to minutes.
Oh, that's why he ain't speak yet. It's just echoing like
Ugly
crazy.
as
Oh,
shit.
man.
Oh, you ugly as hell, bro. What the fuck is that?
I was saying the same thing, but what's the purpose of saying I had it worse? I don't, I don't know why people say it. For me, I don't say it because I don't live in regret. So anything that I did because I wanted to do it. And even if I got caught slipping and fell on my face, I'm not gonna say I had it worse than you. It's something that I did.
Okay. What the heck? I don't know. She must have missed her turn. She just talked earlier. Then now she. All right. Go ahead. Kay, you next.
I mean, we pretty much spoke on it earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Too much to go on.
Okay. Billionaire. What you got? What's the purpose of saying I had it worse?
Well, in a sense, if I would have used them, if I would have used that line, I would have been on some shit like, cause people be all, no, hold on, my bad, excuse my language, but people be always crying and shit about certain shit, and I be like, bro, like that shit really ain't nothing. Like what you saying to me, bro? I'm been through 10 times worse than that shit in the category. If they crying about, say for instance, right? They saying shit. I'm broke. I don't got no money right now, bro. I don't give a fuck. I was broke too, bro. But you know what I did? Went to go get some money. I can tell you how to get some money. I can show you how to get some money. But bro, stop crying, bro. I hate when people are crying shit like that, cause that shit make you weak as a person, bro. I'm gonna look at you as a weak ass person, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's all I get out saying that term. I had it worse.
Okay. Weakness. I get it. Okay.
Yeah. Are we going down the line, or are we just reading that?
No, we doing one at a time, and then we're gonna do like an open panel to see what everybody they want to add or take away. But yeah, we're just doing one at a time. Go ahead, CD. Chinese. There you go.
For me, since I've actually been to quite a few different countries.
You must have answered the phone or something.
When I hear people that had it worse,
This stuff echoing like crazy. Drop. I don't know how to do it, but you probably got to drop down and come back up. Or I think they said it's like what's that? I forgot what it's called. Airplane mode. There you go. He coming back. There you go. Let me get you back up here, my brother. Oops. All right.
Am I coming in better now?
Yeah, you good.
Yeah.
Well, I've been to quite a few different countries. So when people try to tell me they had it worse, like, you ain't never been in a situation where you don't have no shoes until you hit about 25 or 30. You know what I'm saying? Like, other folks got it way worse than you. Because I even watch documentaries on YouTube how people got to literally walk down the side of a mountain to go to school. Or if they don't go out and fix some need, or go 10 to 15 miles literally to go get some water so they can cook and bathe with. You got water right that's come out the faucet. You might as well be quiet with that nonsense about I've had it worse. Because somebody always got it worse than you do.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Did we anybody wanted to add or take on that one though?
I want to add right on to what CD was talking about too, because and we talk about how you had it worst, but do you know when somebody else goes through something worse than what you've gone through? Are you willing to give to them? Are you willing to be compassionate to them? Are you willing to be kind to them? How do you give back to something that you already came from?
On the take what CD you talking about, I feel like CD just trying to show like sympathy. I can't show sympathy because sympathy like a pillow to a human, bro. It's all about comfort. I don't want to hear about like, okay, they got them had to walk 1,000 miles just to get some water and shit, bro. That's how they raised, bro. God put them in a position like that, bro. Like everybody raised different, bro. So I'm finna just not finna keep saying, oh,
But
I don't know, bro.
Billionaire, does that make you treat anyone different?
I don't treat you different, but I'm just saying, like, I don't care about sympathy for people, bro. I can help you, but I'm not finna just keep hearing you crying about shit that I've been through and I got off of. You know what I'm saying? You can do the same shit. We all humans, bro. We can do the same shit. I don't
Right.
want to hear.
We can do the same. We can do the same shit, and then also treat people with the same shit. And then at the end of the day, that's what, like, even Kev talks about this. If we talk about accountability is not just for what you do to other people, it's also for what you allow within yourself. So sometimes we have to know how to walk away, or we have to know how to step into it.
Nah.
I wasn't trying to put out sympathy and nothing like that, but I'm looking at like these people actually got it worse than you. Why are you crying? I'm just like you in that sense. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yo, my
Okay.
bad, bro. Oh, damn, my
Yes,
bad. I
no,
read it
I
wrong,
agree
son.
with
I read it
you
wrong.
on that.
My bad.
I agree with
Because
you
I'm telling you
on
right now,
My
I
bad.
know I'm spoiled compared to other folks because, like I said, I can turn my faucet on and get some water. I ain't tracking 10 to 15 miles. So
Well,
I ain't going to sit up here and say, I got it worse. No, sir.
how many people, CD, will complain about you complaining?
Folks complain about me not complaining.
Right.
Exactly.
I'm about to say, right. Opposite.
Exactly.
Why don't you feel like me? You're not real.
Exactly,
Right.
You
Kev.
must be an
Right.
op while you not crying like that.
Why are you getting offended on my behalf and I ain't said one thing about it?
Exactly, CD. Exactly. A lot of people wanna complain about what other people are doing, but don't even complain about themselves. They don't even know what they're considering for themselves or understanding from themselves, but they want to tell everybody else how to do what they should be doing right now.
I agree.
Mm. Uh,
And like my man at the top said, if your pen ain't putting no money in my pocket, no food on my plate,
Mm-hmm. Right, CD.
because the way I
Right.
look at it, I don't understand why you arguing with somebody, especially in some of these lives. I'm like, I'm not about to argue with somebody who ain't paying my phone bill.
Mm-hmm.
that'd be weird though, cause like even with that people, and I see a lot of people that do say that though, but then they spend their whole time talking about another person all day or making lies about them, or so it'd be all type of weird. I'm like, hold on, I don't be getting it, dude. I don't know. I think some people just say stuff just to say it though, cause
That would it be
like
though.
really,
On God.
huh?
That's all. They just be wanting to hear they self talk, bro.
They want to hear it. They want to sound
That's all it
good.
is.
Because I'm like,
Yeah.
but if it really don't matter, then why you spending a whole life on one person or one or two people? This person did me bold. All this person. I don't
Some
know.
people, bro, I try to stay
Right.
away from, bro. I hate people like that, bro. They whole life, it's a man.
I
Well,
don't know. That's why.
don't like
Hey,
themselves.
Kev, you sounded just like her ass too. I ain't even gonna argue when you did that shit. That shit. Well, I was like,
Who her
what?
right there?
Yeah, hell yeah.
My.
Yep, a lot of people.
Chocolate.
People will, even if you look at
Wow, what's up,
complain,
Zam?
What's the
even
deal,
if
Sonic?
even if you look at,
Wow, what's happening with you?
mm-hmm.
How you feeling?
You know, I'm cooling. I'm cooling.
As a matter of fact, you just got in here, and after that, we gonna get on the next prompt though. So, what's your take on this one? What's the purpose of saying I had it worse?
Oh, that's the one that we on right now.
Yeah, we just started this. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm still kind of, just. And I was on the third one. To be real with you, I was on the third one.
Oh, okay. So, all right, we waited it out then on that one. Damn, what the heck did I? All right, so let's get it. Who can I start with? Let's go backwards now. CD and then up, and then Sonic and then up. CD. So once you validate someone's feelings, right? Because everybody big on need to validate their feelings. I need you to tell me how I feel and don't invalidate me how I feel. Looking at once you validate their feelings, someone's feelings, how can we progress from there?
Well, if you going to validate feelings, that means that you actually acknowledging it. So,
Yeah.
and it says it's halfway to battle right there because, okay, now you got it off your chest. Do you feel better? Like, yeah, all right, cool. So how can we keep from going back down this route? Because at that point, it's all the ball's in your court because I can't control or dictate your feelings. I can just help you with them based on how much you allow me into helping you with your feelings.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Kay, what's the deal, man? What's that one? We on. Once you validate someone's feelings, because you know everybody big on that.
Sir,
Did you Lisa
sir,
validate them?
sir, sir,
Right, he
sir.
said that name already. It's in the name
Uh,
already. You already.
I mean, self-explanatory. Quite frankly, I'll be real. I can, you know what I'm saying. I can be an empathetic person, but I'll never be a sympathetic person. The fuck, like, nah. Listen, bro, sympathy gets you ran over or ran through. Take that as you may.
Mm, okay. Sonic, what you got?
Man, to be real with you, man, if it ain't my cherry or my wife, I don't validate nobody's feelings. You know,
Ooh.
if it ain't my cherry or my wife, you know, because my thing is this: why would you validating somebody's feelings that you don't care about anyway?
Mm-hmm.
The only people that,
Right.
that I really, really care about, and that's a lot for me to say I care about somebody. I've been through too much shit, man. So the only people feelings I care about is my children, my 4 little girls, and my wife.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Everything else, you know what I mean? Like, you got to figure that out on your own because I'm not here to live for you. I'm only here to live for myself first and then my family, which is my wife and my children.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. What you got, Sadari?
You know, I don't know. Because you can validate someone's feelings and keep validating their feelings, and then they just be like, it's still a string, like, you don't care. So it's something missing. No matter how many times you try to validate someone's feelings, excuse me, no matter how many times you try to validate someone's feelings, it's always something extra. So I just got tired of trying, and I'm like, fuck it. I don't even know what else to do from here. I validated my daughter feelings. You know, I mean, how do we progress from there? How much beating you think that someone can take, even when you try to validate their feelings? I'm human. You're human, right? So if you still feel like I'm not reassured, there's no reassurance, then what else? Where do we go from there?
Mm. They will not let me take. No, I guess I can't write it down. And KO was saying I got enough mods in here already. I don't know what the heck is
I
going
got you.
on.
I got you. I already
I'm
knew what you were
literally
saying. I knew what
tagging,
you
and
were
this
saying.
junk is not your name. Not letting me respond. That's crazy.
Hey,
I'm like, I
G,
wrote it
listen.
3 times.
That's why you gotta change it and just tag it at K. Just put K Slay 96. That was
Probably
the
got to do
original
something
name.
like that, yeah, or Mister. Because there's a few names they be doing. I'm like, dog. I ain't want you thinking I ignored you or something. I'm like, nah, what the heck?
I figured you. I seen you over there intensifyingly looking down. I was
I'm
like,
looking like
dude.
I'm looking back and forth. Like, what is my comment on here? But it's not on there.
Nah, you good, gang. I got you. I got you.
I hate TikTok
Outcast, how
sometimes
you
too,
doing?
man. It don't even let you know you got filtered either. It just got you sit there.
Right though.
Man. Who we all Perkins? Once you validate someone's feelings, how can we progress from there?
Everybody wants people, they want their feelings to be validated, but I'm like, I'm not. Why should I validate your feelings if you like? I'm not validating nobody's feelings. They're not part of my family or basically related to me. Like, what's gonna go? What's gonna do? I'm gonna validate your feelings. You're gonna feel a little better, and what's gonna go on by this? Like, it don't make sense after a while. But being a good human being, I'll validate it, but I'm not gonna sit there and care so much.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm going to keep it blunt with you still. So I'm going to hurt your feelings regardless. So I'm going to keep it real with you. You come with some stupid shit, I'm going to tell you tell it to your face. I really don't care how you feel.
Mm. Mm. You got lovely.
I like what Sonic said earlier, and I think Sonic and Perkins are kind of on the same sense. So if you look at it, once you validate somebody's feelings, how can we progress from there? But a lot of people are wanting their feelings validated. So if you're looking for your feelings to be validated, how are you going to validate other people's feelings? So if you don't validate yourself, how can you validate somebody else? How can you give back? I think about this with value, and I had, oh my goodness. If you look at value, if you look at validating and investment and a value, if you don't give to yourself, how can you give to somebody else so that you know how to receive it? You have to know how to give and receive it. And we talked about this earlier in this conversation. You have to know how to be reciprocal. You got to know, it kind of reminds me like biblical, as above, so below. Like you got to know both sides. You got to know both sides.
Mhm. All right. Oh, Randall came right in just in time before I went to the next prompt. What's the deal, Randall? And you joined the team. You came in and joined the team off rip. There we go. That's what I like to see. How you feeling, my brother?
I'm good, man. How you doing, man? How's
I'm
everything?
good.
Good, man. Thanks for having me up.
Oh yeah, for sure. So the prompt we on is once you validate someone's feelings, how can we progress from there?
Depends on if the person's willing to having a mature conversation or solution based. You know what I mean? Ready to resolve the issue. You know what I mean? You know, feelings ain't fact, right? Feelings ain't fact. You know what I mean? But it's still powerful. It's still power in having understanding. You know what I mean? So I know your feelings, how you feel necessarily might not be legit or even it makes sense to you. But if I can understand you and understand where you're coming from, I mean, give you that validation, cool. And let's resolve. Let's work on a solution. You know what I mean? Just work on a solution, whatever how you feel. Because everyone's justified. You can't tell someone how to feel about something, right? I can't do it, right? I can't say you're wrong for feeling X, Y, and Z. I can't do it. You know what I mean? That's how you feel. That's how you feel. Yeah, I can validate it. You know what I mean? I can validate your feelings. But again, you have to be mature enough to know that, okay, my feelings aren't the end all be all. You know what I mean? So if a person can, like the young lady said, have very self-awareness and self-evaluation, and I mean, they can understand like, okay, this person cares about what I'm saying, how I feel. All right, boom. Well, where can I meet this person at? You know what I mean? So if y'all can come to solution based in the validation, then it's a mature thing and it's a grown folk thing. But when people can't and they just all they want is just how they feel to be right, then you can't grow from that. But if the person can grow from that and come to a solution based on me validating their feelings, I'm all for that. But some people can't, and that doesn't mean that it has no age limit, you know.
I like that. He went in on that one. Okay.
I agree. And that's the thing. Like, how many times, like, I hear a lot of men say women want their feelings validated, but men be wanting their feelings validated as well.
Exactly, Sadar.
And even as a woman, and I still validate your feelings, and that's still not enough. What else do you want? Because now it's like pouring into a glass of water that's filled to the top, and it's keep pouring and pouring and pouring. What else do you want from me? So validation, it can go a lot of ways, but I mean, at some point you just get tired. So it's either you're gonna make me insecure or you're just insecure altogether.
You have to know how to validate yourself and know how to validate another person at the same time. It's a balance.
Exactly.
All right. Anybody want to add, take away on this one? It's still open panel.
And also, I want to add a little bit too.
Yeah,
That,
go ahead.
emotionally maturity, right? Emotionally maturity, and that plays a part too. Because if if they don't have those tools to validate themselves, it will never go anywhere. You know what I mean? They're stuck in that place. They're stuck in that. Well, ever argue with somebody who just doesn't know how to argue, right? And they just like, you're not making a point, but you want me to validate your feelings. You know what I mean? And you're right. I can actually agree with it. Sometimes men always want to feel validation. That's what a man wants to be validated in everything that we do, right? Let's keep it a being. That reassurance, we need to feel that reassurance. And that reassurance it comes with that appreciation. And I mean, so when a woman can appreciate and that validation in what I'm doing and who I am to you, and I mean that's beautiful. You know what I mean? Because again, if you don't have those tools, that man is immature or is that woman immature, you can't grow. There's no solution with that. I can say, yo, I hear you, I understand you, but if that person is not mature enough to get past their feelings for a common solution, then it's gonna fail every time, you know?
I gotta ask you a question real quick, just out of curiosity. In your own words, which one do you feel men more so want? Do you feel that more men want validation more, or do you think more men are pushing more for reassurance? And why?
Mm.
Great question. Damn.
Ooh. Why you go there, Feels? Why you go there?
That was a good question.
So I got this thing that would like I'll sit back and listen because I like to listen to different perspectives. But once you open the door and a question pop up, of course I'm gonna walk through. I'm asking. So yeah.
Reassurance or validation, two sides of the same coin. Can I say that? Is that cheating? You know what I mean?
That's cheating.
That's cheating if I say two sides of the same coin.
Yeah, gotta be one or the other. Which one do you feel they more so want, or they more so acquire? Do you think they acquire validation more, or do you think they acquire reassurance?
Reassurance.
Can I answer that?
Me, pray.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Whoever answers.
I think the same answer is most definitely will be validation. I think everybody on this earth wants some form of validation. And I ain't trying to be real technical, but the more I think about it, I believe that reassurance even it's a form of validation too, though. So I think the safe word would be validation. It's literally everybody looking for some form of validation. This is what you're looking for validation for. So I think that's what I think that's within the definition of validation is like reassurance, though. Not more I keep thinking about that, though. Now you got me want to look up some stuff.
I think it's
about appreciation.
Okay, now I like that. Now that's a little different.
Okay, that's a better. I was trying to think of the word.
I like that
one. Trying to think of that shit. I can't even think of it.
That's what you wanted to get with. So I like that one. Okay, that's different.
That's what I'm trying to get
you
with.
Saying that's different. Yeah.
All right, so you saying that women
Appreciate the correction, dog.
You want?
I'm saying, get that.
Are you saying that women want more validation and men want more appreciation?
I would say that.
Woo! I ain't say that. I
would.
But
I mean, that's what it sound like.
I will 100% for sure say that one. And the way we put it that one.
I can agree with that. I can agree with that.
Yeah.
But it.
Dang, that's the word he was looking for. Because if he worded that you worded it that way, I think that's what majority of men do really look for is that. That's a deep one though. Yeah, I'm about to rock with that one though. Yeah.
So you said validation, reassurance, and appreciation.
Nah, you said the reassurance. I meant to say appreciation.
Okay. Take the reassurance out.
If you look at the word, look at the word validation, it actually is rooted on the word value. What are you adding value to my life? What value are you adding to me? Are you reappreciating me for the value that sometimes we take away people's value? A lot of people don't even experience that or don't even want to understand that. Sometimes you take away from other people's life, but what validation and what value are you giving to somebody else?
So validation, when you have that validation and value, right? So value to me is my personal internal thing, and validation is the external factor, right? So so I'm bringing like validation is me validating, putting my stamp of approval to the approval of why you're in my life. But my value is is who I am, right? Who I am, because some things are I pride to be you have value like a valuable person, and I mean a valuable person is priceless, right? A valuable person in your life is priceless. You can't put a price on that, and I mean so when
Right.
you know what I mean so, but
Well,
appreciation. Go
what
ahead.
value do you what value do you give to yourself?
Man, that's a question. You just saying that in general.
It's gonna sound like delusion. That's what a lot of people do. I'm a 10. That's yeah.
Right.
I don't know if
What
people can
val
give their own self values because it don't mean that it's a fact.
Well,
exactly. Some people put more values
on
on
themselves.
I can
their
say I'm the best employee. That don't mean they gotta hire me.
exactly, exactly,
And
Kev.
niggas like,
Exactly.
yeah,
That's
sit
what
at
I'm
that front
saying.
desk with your. I'm like, man, I want to be a holler
Exactly.
drop.
Yo,
My value is a holler.
Exactly. You could put the wrong value on yourself and then you could put the right value on yourself, but is it gonna meet the right person?
It depends on who it is. It's what you put. Yeah, so yeah, I don't think you can
What
you
it
can
take
value
value,
yourself.
whatever the person takes value in you about. You know what I mean, so I mean that's the dope part about life. You know what I mean? Because my value and my appreciation. What's that old saying? Another man's trash is another man's treasure, right?
Right.
So you know what I mean. Whatever some person might not see the value in, and the next person will. You know what I mean?
And what are you getting valued for? That's another thing, though.
Yeah. Am I getting what I do for you or who I am? You know what I mean? That's the struggle of a
Niggas.
man. Either it's what I do for you, or is it who I am to you?
Oh, okay.
so
I was about to
the
re-add him again. I
people
forgot I added him a long time
shouldn't
ago.
just out of curiosity with this everything that's going on. So shouldn't you not self-validate before you look or seek it from others?
You can validate, yeah, self-validate.
Self-validate and self-appreciate before you look for it in others? Out of
Yeah.
curiosity.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I don't think you can self-value, but you can self-appreciate and self-validate. Those two you said, yeah. But that self-value, that's some funny stuff, man. That's literally like one of the people that call themselves tens and I'm a king and all this other stuff.
Well,
And if
what's
everybody else don't think you a king, it's a wrap. Your value means nothing.
what's the difference between selfishness and selflessness?
What the?
So do you validate somebody before you validate yourself, or do you value yourself before you value somebody else?
Circumstantial. I think it's circumstantial because that depends on the situation and my relationship. And I mean, if it's a coworker and they own some BS, I'm gonna value my job before their job. Just that simple. You know what I mean? But if it's a relationship or my wife, I might value her life over mine or my kids. You know what I mean? So it's circumstantial. You know what I mean? It depends.
Well, I think a lot of people don't understand circumstantial or experimental, and that's like that even goes back to what Kev was saying in his first prompt, where it said, "I had it worst." Was it based on your experience? Was it based upon your trauma? Because you experienced it this way, does that mean that you're going to treat somebody? Are you going to give love or value or validation or acceptance to somebody else because you went through something else? Or are you going to do it the opposite?
Again, that depends on the everyone's different. Everyone learns and heals differently, you know. So, and then some people just lash out. You know what I mean? So a lot of people don't have those skills to manage their emotions and to recognize their feelings. And I mean, so to me, you have to recognize who you are to have some type of validation within yourself, right? I mean, it's because it's a thin line. What Kev is saying is a thin line between delusion and self-confidence, right? Or a false sense of confidence of who you are. You know what I mean? Thin line, right? And that's only perspective. And I mean, so it's how I see myself and how other people see me. I could be the greatest person in the world, whatever, right? I could see myself as the greatest person, but I'm a DICK. You feel me? To everyone else around me. You know what I mean? So being
I
around.
like that you said that, Randall, because if you look at it, what Fields talked about earlier, when you talk about
That stuff sound muffled.
emotional intelligence, if you
What the
can
freak is
get
that?
rid of those emotions that are resided in that,
Who was that? Good looks, whoever that was.
you're gonna have
I think it's subjective.
Thank you, whoever that was. They came in with the mystery
Hey,
hands
that
out of
mic was
nowhere.
taking flight, wasn't it? I'm talking
Or,
about that thing was rolling down the street like a
that's
race
why I
car,
said
damn
Ursa.
near. Like a
All
little
right, City
different
Guns,
car.
man.
Hold on.
I love
Uh,
that. I love what Randall was just saying. Like, if you think about it, look, all the emotions that you go through in life, if you tie emotions to trauma, a lot of it, emotions are tied to trauma. So if you can't get rid of the emotions or you can't get rid of the trauma, guess where you're going to be at? You're not going to know how to validate other people. You're not going to know how to accept other people. You're not going to know how to be in another person's space. Or are you going to be in your own space?
interesting. Let me get a twin up in here. Was there anything that you wanted to speak on before, or did you want to get on this topic?
I was just listening, trying to see where y'all
Or
at.
just listening. Yeah. So anything you heard that you wanted to speak on, or did you want to start at that prompt?
I'll
Or everybody
start.
on? Hmm?
I'll start the prompts. Are we at on the green one or the
We on
first?
a validate. We on once you validate someone's feelings, how do we progress from there? And then they was also speaking on some stuff that about validation itself, and do people validate themselves, and the other one about men, do men like appreciation or validation more,
Oh, I saw that part
or
where I think
yeah,
was this what she said?
what's up, more money?
That women want validation, men want appreciation. That's what y'all saying?
That was a question, yeah. Who you think wanted more? Which one? That's what Mr. What K said,
Yeah. So
I
with
think.
that, I think Sadari, I think women
Oh,
do.
sorry.
Yeah, I think women do want validation more, and men want appreciation more for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And then, yeah, the value, what y'all just saying about the value part. You can have a sense of value for yourself. You can value yourself a certain way. I think people get caught up in because I value myself a certain way. I may be 400 pounds and I value myself. I think I'm beautiful. Somebody else not gonna see that. It's okay, friend. You can't do that. It ain't gonna make sense. You can have, you know what I'm saying? Or as a man, you may think whatever case is about yourself, and the opposite person who's looking to be with someone or whatever case is, they check something about it. You can't say, well, I value this, so you can't say that. You can. Like, you can value whatever you want to value about yourself, but if you're looking to be with someone, adding someone to your life, and you have to reevaluate how you value yourself and look at it from a different lens. So, yeah, your value for yourself is fine, but if you like I was talking about the job thing, you can value yourself and think you're the best employee, because when you walk in a room, you just I just bring a lot of presence, right? And then when they give you this list of requirements, you're like, I don't mean none of that, but still, I value myself though. I'm a valuable person. Yeah, to yourself, we don't want to hire you, so you have a lack of ability to change, and of course, you can forfeit a lot of things. But once you validate someone's feelings, how can we progress from there? Well, I mean, depending on the conversation, what's going on, I can validate how you feel about something. I can always validate. I think you can always validate how someone feels. That's now whether or not me validating your feelings, meaning I acknowledge them, I believe that they have some type of what's the thing? They have. I can understand the sense of how you may feel that way, but if just because I'm not going to confirm it for you doesn't mean it has to be a problem, because now I don't. You may be delusional about something. We talked about this before. You may be delusional about a reality or something, and I don't have to validate that or confirm that for you. I can just say I understand how you feel, but that's not what this is, or I understand how you feel, and I'll think about this. I'll be more mindful the next time this happens or whatever the case is. That's how you can move forward. That's how you can progress. I'm acknowledging this so we don't have to stay here. Now, once I acknowledge it, once we have a plan of action of how we're gonna move forward so these feelings may not have to fester again, then we'll do that. But also understand, depending on what the situation is, how you're continuing to have these feelings after the validation, the confirmation, things like that have happened. Then you have to then look in the mirror and realize, okay, maybe I'm just over complicating things sometimes, and we do. So we have to. So I mean, it just depends. Once they at least acknowledge that, and then you find a way to move past it, then I think that's how you can progress.
Mm-hmm. And then before you do, so I'm just get you kind of caught up with that too. And then get more money, and I'm gonna get y'all to just to do the first. We only have the first two anyways. So what is the purpose of saying I had it worst?
Because I did. I had it worse, guys. Be like you know, I don't know. I think definitely attention. Just I want the attention on me. It's gonna be a lot of things with that. Like I had it worse, just like said, because I hear that a lot. Like, well, you went through that, but mine, it was worse for me. Men go through this, but women go through this worse though. Like what?
Right.
I think it's just like the idea of like invalidating your stuff. I'm gonna invalidate what you went through. So mine is worse. So as long as mine is worse,
Don't those tie? I like that.
Yeah, then yours don't count. If
I
mine
wish
is
I would have
worse.
thought of that because that'd have been some stuff I tied together then.
Yeah,
But
right,
that's
you would've-
crazy. I should have tied that together. I
Right,
should have
you
been like,
would've
I knew
tied
that. That's what I
that
did.
That was a good one. That was
That would have been a
good
good one if I would have did that, but I didn't think this time.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna even lie to myself though. But that's a good tie though. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's how I see it. Because I mean, I hear it a lot when we have those different conversations. It just takes away your point. Like because we talk this a lot with SA with men, right? How like have men been SA before? Well, women is worse for us. So that means I'm not acknowledging yours. I'm excluding it. Yeah, that's why I think when people say I had it worse, it's to invalidate your experience.
I never thought of to see why that's my other half of my brain right there, man. That's the reason why I didn't think about that. That's
which side are we talking? We talking the left side or the right side? I'm
It
curious.
might be the right, because you know, man, we gotta swing with our left on it. I know you remember that back in high school.
Crazy.
You remember that? You remember that back in high school, man? I swing to the left. What you talking about? Oh, they remember you had to put the earring on the left side and not the right side, or both.
Hey,
You had to
yeah.
put both. Yeah, that's old. Man, I'm old. Hey, I'm about to be 34 next week. Oh my gosh.
Man, you about to be 34, gang? What the fuck?
There is a difference.
Why you saying it like that? How old are you? No, don't do me like that.
I'm not saying it like I'm saying like
I'm not talking to that.
There is a difference between valuing somebody and evaluating them. That's kind of what reminds me of what Alter is bringing up. Look, you can value someone or you can invalidate somebody.
That's why I do these questions. I never thought about that. So some people do want to. Oh, that's deep. That's real deep though. A person that dang, and it's like the whole point to validate somebody. With a lot of people though, I ain't gonna say it's all cases, but a lot of cases is that they want you to validate them, their feelings to invalidate the next. That's deep. That's some deep
I'm
stuff.
I'm gonna start coming in the panel a lot more. I
That's
just be in
definitely
here watching
emotional
the live,
manipulation,
be
though.
chilling in the comments.
That's a
There be a
form
lot
of
of
emotional
illiterate people.
manipulation by far.
Yeah, just
you
like that
know.
question you asked, man. That was deep too. Even you changed the word though, but hey, that was deep too. That was
Yeah,
a deep one.
I had to think. I was trying to think of what I was. Man, listen.
You said you wanted something
When
quick
you-
enough, but hey, I feel it though. But
when
that
you
was a
just
good
left
question.
a session, your mind be. You leave a session, your mind be a couple other places. I'm still there though.
Man, let me get more money in real quick, so and then we can do a little open panel again too. Cause I want to dig deep on that. She made me want to dig deep on that one. That was crazy.
Yeah. Facts.
More money. What you got for us? So, what's the purpose of saying I had it worse?
I think part of the worst thing, I ain't gonna deal with the I'm gonna deal with the worst. When people come to me with something and they act like it's the end of the world and it's not a devalidation thing, it's more of there's a different result. The fact that you here talking about whatever it is mean it didn't take you out. So, you need to process it, I guess. But then after that, you need to try to figure out how you're going to get past it or get over it or get around it or whatever it is. So I don't never look at it from this is tragic and we need to stay right here. It's like, okay, there are worse situations in the world. What you going to do to move past it? And I think that ties into the second one too, about validating somebody's feelings. What can you do to progress? you got to ask them, okay, what's next? You know what I mean? So whatever their feeling is, whether it's a positive or a negative, like in the positive, they could be like, ooh, I graduated. Okay, so now what you going to do? You going to go get a better job? You going to go get more education? You know what I'm saying? Or if it's something negative, it's like, all right, that happened, but you can't stay right here. So what's the next move? It's always about progression to me. And I don't do the whole, you devalued or invalidated my feelings or whatever. Okay, you had your feelings, but life goes on. It ain't gonna stay right there where you at.
That's deep. That's deep. I do want to stick on that for a little minute, but I ain't gonna lie, that's a good one though. Because I be thinking about many cases though. Like, what about relationships though? Do you feel like I'm not trying to shake the room, but do you feel like
Nah, shake this motherfucker. Yeah, let's
I
do it.
know. But I be feeling like I feel like the women, right? I ain't gonna say all of them though. But I be feeling like that they want theirs validated more than the man. You know, in the relationship just wouldn't go if it wasn't. And then I think some dudes are proud to do it because I think they're willing to take that on too. You know, because they know that some women are women are more sensitive, right? Of course, they're more soft and they're more expressive and stuff, and more men can take it to the chin though. But I think that the way relationships are built now, it just seems like that the validation be more of, you know, I got to make sure she feeling good, and I'm willing to tell, you know, I'm not going to tell her how I feel because it's going to make her feel worse. You know, I noticed that a lot though. But with that, ain't that like a form of it? I would say that's like a form of,
Well, do
you
you
know,
think
you
that
validate her, but it validates your experience at the same time, even though, you know.
do you think it is a competition between what you're investing into what you're actually valuing, or is it vice versa? Is it what you're taking in, or is it what you're giving out? Is that the competition?
I
I like how
mean,
you did that. You asked the question with my question. That was nice. I was waiting for somebody to answer, but hey, we can rock with that.
yo, can I respond to that?
Go ahead,
Can I
respond. I was waiting for somebody to do that.
Yeah. Is love a competition? Is my love a competition for the person I'm with? No, it's not. It's a choice, right? So if I love
It's in
this person,
2024.
I mean, if I love this person, and I mean, I'm not like what I put into because I decide because I did it because I love her. And I mean, so there's no competition in that. And I mean, if I find value in this person's life, in my life, no matter what's going on, because, you know, love will make you stick by things. You know what I mean? Love will make you see things through. And I mean, so in that aspect, like, no, there's no competition when it comes to love. You know what I mean? And I think that's the factor that people think. If you have a transactional relationship with somebody, then you're looking at the value of certain things. But when you love that person, no, I'm all in. This is what I'm deciding to do. I'm gonna bang with it. And I mean, so there's no competition. And I mean, when you say competition, that triggered something in my head. It's like, ooh, it depends. Like, yeah, transactional, yeah, because you're looking at the value. Okay, my time is this, my money is this. Nah, but when you love someone, you don't care about that. You just like, yo, I'm doing it because I love her. I'm doing it because I love him. Like, it don't matter. And I mean, there's no competition in that.
Because you're investing. You're not just investing. Like, if you look at relationships are not just individual. They're independent, but they're also interdependent. Because now you're with somebody that actually tells you we're on the same team. We're on the same team. I
But
have
love
to.
come with conditions, though. We ain't gonna act like it don't.
Well, yeah, we have conditions, but we have to talk about
That's
that.
sad.
We want to talk about it.
My love don't, but yeah, a lot of people stuff do. The average do.
Wait. You said it comes to conditions. I want to ask a question to that. Then great, that was great. You said that. What's the distinguish the difference between conditions and boundaries?
Well, boundaries are meant for you.
I think that's for Wolf
They're
though.
not meant
Wolf
for the
doing
other person.
it.
Conditions are what you put onto the other person. If they don't meet that, is that
You
not
trying
a
to
I'ma
say
love
Wolf,
you
man? It's a
if
reason why he asked Wolf that question. He
I'ma
about to
love
I
say
mean,
you
she
if you
said it.
come
She
home
put it in the
tonight,
box.
or
One for you, one
she
for the
gonna
other.
just rescue this. It's obvious he trying to put. He trying to see what. He just trying to see if Wolf know what he talking about, man. That's why he asked that question to him.
Nah, but we ain't trolling right now. I mean, Men tend to love what lower conditions than women do, and we ain't gonna step around that fact.
Oh man. All right.
That
No,
sound right.
men
That
don't
sound
have
right.
to.
Because the condition for a woman is you be faithful. And most men try to skirt around that faithful condition on love. I'm going to love you as long as you're faithful. And shoot, that's just people in general, truthfully. If
A lot
Nah,
of people is like that because they don't know how to love unconditional. That's a whole nother topic.
no,
Y'all got me
but
about to talk
unconditional,
about that.
hold
I
on.
literally did a live on that some days ago and made
Hey,
I
some
know,
people
I saw
mad.
it. I saw it. But
You didn't even
conditions
bring up
after,
unconditional. We brought up agape.
Say,
right,
I realized that all three of those the
exactly.
same thing. Agape,
Exactly.
genuine,
I don't think
unconditional.
it's the same. Because agape, we're not capable of loving somebody without conditions, not even our children. Because my
who you said
son
men?
get on my
Why you say
nerves
that?
right now. Because I love him, but he get on my nerves. So when he's tripping, I ain't
That
fooling
mean
with him.
so that mean you don't have to. You can stop loving them because somebody get on your nerves.
I can, yeah,
My parents
absolutely.
get on my nerves sometimes. I ain't gonna stop loving them.
I mean, that's you. I can't, I can't
Oh, okay, there you
get,
go. So I'm glad you said that.
yeah,
You said that's me. Okay, I was about to say because I'm like the way we
yeah,
just
that's
put
me.
it. Okay,
Yeah,
cool. Because
yeah.
I
I ain't
would
afraid of
do
that.
agree. A lot of people can't do it. I would say that, or a lot of people choose not to. I'm not gonna tell people that they can't. I don't want to tell them they can't because I
Yeah.
believe in everybody.
Well,
But
And my condition is you got to act right. What I
mm,
consider acting right, not what you
gotcha.
consider acting right. What I consider acting right. You know what I'm saying? So, but now when it comes to boundaries or whatever, okay, don't call me after 10 o'clock at night. Don't call me before 7 o'clock in the morning. Those are conditions. That ain't. I mean, not those are boundaries. Those are not conditions,
Well,
in my opinion.
what is acting right though, Mo Money? Like if you look at it, a lot of people will put expectations upon other people that they can't even meet themselves.
Like being respectful,
Right.
being considerate, things
Hilarious.
of that nature.
wait,
You know
wait,
what I'm saying? It
no
ain't
money.
nothing
You said
hard.
that men can't be faithful. That's the one thing.
I didn't say men can't be faithful. I said women conditional love from a woman's standpoint, but men's standpoint too. So I ain't gonna put that all on women. Then,
No, because a woman
if
wants you to be financially. They want to make sure you got something before they.
you should,
You
you
should,
should
but
want to have
that's the
Right.
something before.
condition.
I
That's the
hope somebody
condition.
that I'm dating got something too. So they better have
I
something
Yeah,
mean,
working.
you should want to have something
Now
before.
you said they want, right? You said want, right?
yeah, they want that.
You said they want that. Nah, that's a preference. Don't do that. That's preference.
Well, what's the difference between a want and a need?
And the way that he just said that, that's
Need
preference.
is you can't live without it.
Well, I
Air,
mean, you can. Can
food,
you live without money?
shelter. No, I was talking to Lovely. She said, "What's the difference between a need and a want?" I said, "Need is
Damn, I ain't
air,
got no
food,
definition no more.
shelter." What happened? My bad.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm about to
No,
maybe
Nah,
bring that
like
other
I
topic
usually be
back up. I
having
love
like the
that
little.
topic.
I usually had the because we had a conversation about that too, and people was getting they was misusing wants and needs with their analogies. So I'm facts over feelings all day. Fuck your opinion. Tell a fact. 'Cause your opinion don't mean shit. Uh, and in the course of y'all get where I'm going. But yeah, so I used to have them definitions, but I ain't got them no more. I deleted a lot of stuff.
So
but we
we're not
where
gonna
your
say that conditions.
expectations and needs and wants, they all come from everything that we've experienced, like in our earlier life. And so this goes back down to choice. Like sometimes we have to give back ourself everything that we've been robbed of, everything that we've been told that we couldn't have. So if we give that to ourselves, what are we giving to the person that we're actually going to be in a relationship with?
Respect.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the basics.
A hill
Because
version of
I can't be
respect.
in no relationship with you if you're not respectable and respectful, right?
Exactly.
So there's we talking about two totally different things. We talking about people who have, like you said, expectations and all of that stuff. Everybody want somebody to make 6 figures or whatever. What was it? 6 figures? Yeah, 6 figures and all this other stuff. How about let's do the basics first? We can work to the 6 figures if
But
that's what you want to do.
Hey,
I got
I
some
had
people
the
are
I had
happy
the
under
same
that.
conversation, Mo Money, with somebody
Mhm.
today where we were talking about money, and it's like, what is the difference between rich and poor? Like, is there
Attitude.
what the investment? Yeah, the value, and it goes back into invalidation, and it goes back to investment. It goes back
Wait, you
to
say that question again?
what is the difference between rich and poor?
Just money?
The answer is
That's it.
attitude. Not even got nothing to do with money.
You said
Right.
attitude?
Yeah.
I've
Exactly.
seen people that's rich and poor have the same attitude, so I wouldn't say that.
Exactly.
Mm-mm.
I've
They
seen that
literally had the
happen.
same attitude. Some people that's rich even worse. I would
Uh-huh.
kind of agree with that too, because once you got everything and then you
We ain't talking
ain't got
about
no
the
money.
bougie folk.
So
We talking about actual rich people, the ones that got it,
Yeah.
that they
The
glow, but
ones
they
that
don't
got it
show.
and
Don't
don't
worry
need
about
it.
it.
Exactly.
Yep.
They
yeah, I
don't
seen
Yep.
some
show.
boo boo people that's poor. I seen some boo boo people that's rich. So I mean, it's
But
not
what I
really, you can't distinguish it don't nobody acts a certain way. It just depends on how you
what I
grew up and
mean by
stuff.
attitude
Well,
is
it's not
somebody
even
Ain't
can.
no money
the
gonna change me. I mean, it's not
No,
that
no,
much
no.
though. But
Let
they
me
don't know how to
explain. Let me
grow. They
explain.
don't know how to grow. They don't know how to grow with the investment that's given into them. Some people, their investment is in time. Some people, their investment is in the work that they put in. So if you're not validating somebody for all the work that they're putting in, are you going to validate them?
Can I
My,
explain what I was saying about attitude? So when I
Yes.
was young, I didn't know I was poor. I mean, I knew people had more stuff than I had, but I didn't really know I was poor. I was fed, had a place to live, all of that stuff. When I became old enough to work, then I started wanting things. So I was working and buying, the shoes, the clothes, and all that stuff. That got me more in debt. I was like $15,000 in debt by the time I was 21, just because of stuff that I wanted. And then I worked my way to pay all of that down by my mid-30s. And after I stopped wanting anything, that's when I accumulated more money. So it's like, okay, to me, I'm rich. No, I don't make $1 million a year, but I don't want for nothing. I got savings, I got money in the bank. I don't never have no issue as it pertains to money. But what I realized too is I was rich when I was younger. I just didn't have a lot of stuff, and it wasn't the greatest stuff. So that's what I meant by attitude. The attitude, drives how you think about being rich or poor. Some people think if they got
He got a
family
point.
and they got love, that they're wealthy. You know what I mean?
He got a point. I ain't gonna lie to you, because
Yeah.
you got to look at it like this. Look at people that are in
Perfect point.
lower states as far as income base, as opposed to some that are in higher states. There's more unhappy ass rich folk out here than it is happy, less fortunate.
Well,
Like,
well,
be
think
real.
about it,
It's true.
Phil. Think about it, Phil. Look at all the women that actually use the government or use something outside of themselves to make themselves feel richer. Like, and I bring women into this because a lot of women don't like me for bringing this up, but a lot of women will actually say, like, look, even if you look at the government can be the new system, but it's like, but you lay down with the person who made your baby a daddy. So, you know what I
This is
mean?
gonna piss some people off. I'm not gonna hold you. This is gonna piss some
I
people off.
know,
But
don't,
just think
I
about this.
know,
No,
I
no, no.
know.
I'm gonna say it since you
I'm
opened the door.
trying
I'm
to
gonna
be
say it.
nice.
All
I'm
right.
trying to
So,
be
so
nice.
let's think about it. Hypothetically speaking, let's just go down this road real quick. Hypothetically, based off the analogy that you say, or you're based off that analogy. If government assistance for them, as far as that went,
Mm-hmm.
it kind of ties to the first thing he said. If they were to hypothetically take that away, I wonder how many more people would be saying I had it worse.
Well, and I think it's the same. It's the same way that a woman will say, "I want a man of God," but then not be a woman of God. It's the same thing.
Even with that, I had it worse. I'd be always think about And it's always better and it's always worse in this world. So it's like, well, no point even thinking about that all day.
Now just think about it though. Some of them, they get these assistants, as she said, and they feel like they're on top of the fucking world. And then you got some of those that hold up. And then you got some of those that if they don't have it,
I just feel like it's all subjective. It's all your point of view, how you receive it, how you take it, and
Yeah.
whatever you decide from what it is, that's what it's gonna be.
Right, Wolf. And I think that's the thing that, like, even Kev talks about this a lot too. It's not just only what you give out into the world, it's also how you have to receive it. A lot of people don't even know how to receive it.
Facts.
Hey, can I hop in here? I don't want to
You got,
derail the conversation, man. Y'all are spitting, man. This is a real good conversation. I don't want to derail it, man. You know, but I would say this too, man, with what you guys are saying, that this is a real specific issue for black men, that our counterparts, black women, generally don't want to get married. And we don't really say it like that. It's very rare that you hear black men go, well, you know, the real issue is just black women don't want to get married. Matter of fact, they want to be a baby mom. They want to get married and then get divorced. And, you know, if you've never heard that before, you go, nah, man, come on, Rambo, I can't believe that, man. Come on, that's not what it is. And it's because it's counterintuitive, right? Because you don't really hear it said that way. But I think that's the reality, is that there's a lot of black men that don't want to get married either. But if you're a single black man and you're having this conversation, y'all sound like you know how to foster a loving relationship, a loving marriage. It sounds like that's what you want. Like, here's some grown men having this conversation. Y'all sound like single men who want a strong, loving, long-term, intact family. Or you have one already. That's what it sounds like. I don't know. And I would say what happens, though, in the black community, like, you know, maybe your parents weren't married or they got divorced. Some of us, especially, you know, young parents, a lot of them are getting pregnant talking about, well, we're going to co-parent, and the baby hasn't even been delivered yet. You're just 6 months pregnant and they already decided this is over. We go co-parent, right? And then these parents, they don't really like each other, and then they resent each other. And then a lot of times they can take that resentment in one way or another, it can manifest in different ways. And then they take that resentment out on the kids. And now the kid doesn't feel loved. He feels neglected, or she feels neglected. And then you go out in this world and you didn't, you know, something didn't go, it didn't look right at home. You weren't acculturated in a loving marriage. And then it wasn't just you, but it's your whole community is like this. So you don't even feel like you can go out and find a husband, or you don't feel like you can find a wife. And so then people can get very jaded and they date like, you know, well, you got to make six figures and have a six pack and be 6'6", or, you know, she got to be a baddie. She got to be a minimum of a 7. And, you know, she got to look great and all this superficial stuff. And so it seems like that's where we're at. I think part of this is that a lot of people just don't want to get married. And then we start to look at it as normal. Like, it's just normal that I'm going to go out on dates with women that I know don't want what I want. And maybe eventually I'll find one, but you're going to meet so many lemons, man. It can normalize it for people. And I think for young black men, that's something that we experience, but I don't think we necessarily articulate it in that way or process it in that way.
Well, I think what you're speaking on too, if you think about it, like my husband was born from Southside Chicago. I'm from Southern California. And he said, look, I was never around white women, but yet that is what, that was what, I don't know how that's what he saw. So it's like, but then you go into Southside California, you go into LA, you go into the IE, all this. Everybody, it always boils back down to self. We've been so divided by race. We've been so divided by culture. We've been so divided by politicians. We've been so divided by everything that we're actually divided by ourselves. So at the end of the day, who do you want to be with? Who do you want to, are you going to be with yourself?
But
And
it's always been that. For
yeah,
real. You make a
the
good point.
hardest relationship that we have in life is the one with self.
I just want to say
Yeah,
for the
hold on.
record, I don't miss.
I don't agree with what Rambo said, unless you're talking about younger people. So for everybody on the panel, I'm in my mid-50s, and Kev said he's about to turn what 34, something like that.
And
So
I'm gonna be 44 more money, so
okay,
we're
okay.
right in the mix.
What
Well,
We're
part do you
this
right
is
disagree with?
this is for Jane in the comments. When I say the new black woman, I mean I'm talking about younger people old enough to be my daughter or maybe even granddaughter or something like that may want to say that they don't want to get married. The women that I know in my generation, all of them want to be married. Now they're not always doing what they should do in order to get married, but
Hold on, your Generation X?
I don't know what it is, man.
Yeah,
That's
your
all new
Generation X.
things.
Generation X women don't want to
Okay,
get married.
that's
Well,
fine.
well, think about it, Mo Money. There's a lot of women out here not doing what they're supposed to be doing because
I ain't
they're
gonna say
asking men.
suppose, but they ain't doing what's necessary.
They're asking men to do something
Right.
for them that they need to do for themselves. What am I supposed to do? Because
Yeah, I don't know about the
how can a
suppose.
Kev,
man
gang, I
how
don't
can
miss.
how can a man vet you if you aren't vetting yourself?
But see, here's the thing too about the vetting, the whole vetting thing. What one man will reject, another man will accept. So you got what people don't want to do is find the person who accepts them. They want the Mr. F Your Feelings said, they want the person the
But
IG model or the
but
baddie or
no
something.
money.
Or that might have been
Right.
Rambo, my bad.
They
No
want the
money.
Mercedes
That was
car
never
with the
talking about
Kia
that.
price.
But
Yeah,
that goes a lot
they want top
that goes a
billing.
lot into accountability
Or
where
they want champagne with beer money. And I'm talking about people in general. I ain't even talking about
well
women
us
specifically or men
Yeah.
specifically. Everybody want,
well think about it,
champagne
Harmony,
until
though.
they tell you
There
how
are a
much it
lot of
costs.
women out here talking to other women that are saying, look, why did you allow it? If you want to be in a toxic relationship, you want to be in a relationship that is on. So some women need to make decisions for themselves and stop complaining about the fact that they put themselves into a man's situation because that man wasn't that man was doing something for themselves that wasn't about that woman. So but a lot of times us as women we know who we need to be a part of because you're the one who actually gives us the ring. You're the one who tells us, I want to marry you. A lot of people don't even understand that. A lot of people are not understanding the relational issues.
Well, like you were saying earlier, I actually think you're making my point because you're going, well, the women in my generation, they want to be married. And I'm like, dude, I'm not that much younger than you. I know your generation of women, and I know what you mean. They say they want to be married, but I just look at the scoreboard. Look at the scoreboard. What is this Generation X marriage rate for black women? It's low. It's probably
That's why I said
25%. And so even
that's
they'll
why I
say they want to
said
be
that
married, and
that's
they'll
not
have these
low. That's
conversations,
actually mid.
huh?
45 is not low. Low is like in the teens and the 20s.
You said
45% is actually decent.
First of all,
No,
we can't
I didn't
even,
say 45.
first
What'd
of
you
all,
say?
we can't even break it down to race.
It's like
Because
25. No, yes, we can. It's 25% because they got demographics on
Yeah.
marriage rates by race. And what I'm saying is that we have a lot, specifically in the black community. We've got a lot of black women, especially, but also a lot of black men as well, who do not want marriage. They don't want loving, long-lasting relationships. And of course,
Cause they want to
they're
open
not
their
saying,
legs more
nobody's
than
saying
anything.
that.
I
Yeah.
What's that?
disagree.
But
I
go
couldn't say
ahead,
hear you.
Kev.
Could you say that again?
I thought Kev said something.
9-3.
Go ahead, Kev. Oh my goodness.
I heard what you said. You
Nah.
ain't that slick, my boy.
I
He
agree with
froze. He
Jane.
froze, y'all.
it's annoying, bro. He feeling.
Go ahead, Ego. Oh.
What happened? What I missed?
No,
I don't know. I have
if,
no idea.
if you think about it, like what?
So,
Look, all these women want to talk about what men want, but they don't want to talk about what women desire. What women. So if a woman is wanting a wedding, what are they expecting from the man?
Women project what they think men might want. They don't know
yeah.
what we want because they don't ever take the time to actually ask. And the ones that actually do take the time to ask get overlooked, shunned upon, or in any type of way disrespected because of the one before.
Mm-hmm.
You
Agree.
know what? It's
I'm
crazy.
talking to Eric.
Talking to Eric. That's what they talking to. Okay. I actually wanted to go back to cause that was crazy. As soon as I did a pinch of talking, that thing shut me off. I swear it's like TikTok. I think More Money. You was saying you said at the age range or what don't happen? Cause I was half listening because y'all everywhere. I couldn't keep up with everybody talking about. But
I don't know. I think I thought Rambo said 45% of black females don't get married or something like that. But he said
No, I think it's
25.
It's like 24%. It's probably
Okay.
less than that because that
And that's
includes
fine. But
Africans.
so
in my opinion, there are women out here in my age range, like I was saying, that still want to get married. They cool with it. I've been married twice. I don't have to get married anymore. I got the T-shirt and the coffee mug. I'm straight. But now,
Well, what do you mean by? Let me ask you this. What do you mean they want to
hold
get
up,
married?
I didn't even literally finish my question. That's crazy part. I just asked one
my
piece of
bad.
question. That's crazy. I'm trying to
My
get some.
bad. Go ahead, Ken.
Yeah. I was about to just say, with that, you were saying that because if that's the case, 'cause I don't think it's no age thing. Because like even now, right? I mean, you said it's people you said you in your 50s, people in 50s and 70s that still ain't got no marriage, no nothing, still talking about twerking their booty and all type of stuff. So I just wouldn't say it's that. I think not for real. Like I think it's
Ain't
just
nobody
this
said we
generation we
twerking
in now. Like the time frame we in. You know, a lot of people have their mentality has changed and stuff. All these new phones and this new social media and all this other stuff, and everybody thinking they more than what they really worth now. So I think it's kind of deep now. I think it's it have to be an overall statistic of today with everybody. You know what I'm saying? That it got to be an overall thing because it can't be a time frame. Because if they're not married today, it's pointless talking about them anyway. Because if you're not married today, that it's not changing the statistic. If you was married years ago, so that just wouldn't, it wouldn't make sense on that one though. I think that's the whole point of why a lot of us talking today, because we trying to get the marriage mentality back like it was back then. But everybody got to throw the worst stuff out. Well, they were getting cheated on, beaten on, and all this
Well,
cheated on,
here's
all
the
that stuff. But
problem.
it's just, huh?
Here's the problem though. Here's the problem is that black men, we're loud, but we don't say you don't want to get married. We know you don't want to get married. You're dangerous to me. I mean, maybe we are saying that, but that should be like the main point because a lot of them, you hear a lot of debates and going back and forth. And it's like once you get a certain level of wisdom and understanding, you know when people are full of shit. And it's like a lot of people are just full of shit and they're not serious. They say like, I want to get married and I want a wedding and I want the white picket fence, but they don't though. It's just all hot air. And either they don't get married or they get married and then they sabotage the marriage and they end up getting divorced and then they call it fate and say, oh, it just happened. It's like, nah, that's that color purple life cycle that you want.
Let
You
me
want that
ask
color
y'all
purple
something.
life cycle.
Let me ask y'all something. Do y'all believe marriage is an event? Because I think people just want to attend an event as it pertains to marriage, not want to actually create and cultivate a relationship with somebody. Because marriage
You asked me a
basically
question about
is
marriage. I believe it's the same. Marriage
I
is the
think it's
same.
the
It's the
same
people.
thing
It's
with the
I think it's an
birthday.
institution. It's an institution. It's something that you build your family around. All cultures all
Yeah,
throughout the
you get the
world
point.
for
Mic
the
check,
last
mic check.
500 years have all had marriage.
Go ahead.
I think my voice might not be loud enough. Let me talk a little. I'm gonna talk a little bit closer now. That is crazy. I know only one people can talk at a time. I think on here. I don't know if y'all hear. Do y'all hear each other? That's crazy. How y'all doing that? That's weird. But
Yes, sir. You just asked a question, Kev. Ask that again.
what? Right? Did he said? What was the question? I just got through one because everybody was talking at one time. What the heck
You
was
were
that?
talking
I
about
think I was in the
marriage.
middle about to answer, then I forgot about it that quick.
No, because you talked about marriage being an event.
Oh no, I was saying because I was trying to beat y'all to it real quick. But I was about to say, only part I don't believe that marriage itself have not changed. It's the people. So I don't like putting that marriage in a hole because we trying to, because I believe the whole point of marriage has always been the same exact thing. It's just everybody is on, it's more individual mindset. It's all about being happy now and all this other stuff. And I don't think that was the intentions of marriage. Now they adding papers to it and they adding rings to it and proposals. All that stuff is new. But marriage itself, I don't believe that it changed. It's just the way people view it in the mindsets. That's what that is.
Right, and if you look at it though too, if you look at the United States of incorporation based upon America, marriage was
Keep
different
tapping, y'all. We about to get to 20K, y'all. Come on.
yeah, a long time ago. Marriage was more of a covenant than it was. I don't know how to say this, but
More of a
a
covenant than a
lot of
contract.
people. It was more of a covenant than it was a contract. Thank you for saying that for me. Because if you think about it, a lot, even like what, like Kev was just saying earlier, even if you look at birth, when we're born into birth, we're born into a social security card. We're born into a birth certificate. We're born into a relationship that some of our parents couldn't even control. So now we're trying to, once you get with somebody else, once you get into that relationship with somebody else, is that going to be your covenant, or are you caring more about the government than you are about the covenant?
Yeah. So real quick, let me do a mob break real quick because it sounds like I only seen one person that started tapping after I said that. So real quick, if y'all can, because we should have been at that a long time ago. If y'all can, everybody, even if you in the box, right? Y'all can tap and try to give me the 20K. We can take another break. If y'all haven't shared yet, go ahead and hold your finger on. You can do the bottom arrow that say share at the bottom. You can do that. Y'all can also hold your finger where the prompt is at for where I'm at, about 2 seconds. Hold it for like 3 seconds. Let's do 3 seconds. I don't never see nobody moving. 3 seconds. Then you see something pop up, then you just share it. See what main thing doing right there? She know how to do it. And also, if you see that little orange thing next to her name, right? Both my mom's names. You can join the team, right? If you don't have orange next to your name, just hit that heart up at the top. You will join the team and it'll help push my page on the popular lives. I guess it's a new thing that they put on TikTok. There's only 1 penny. I'm pretty sure y'all got 1 penny. Or if y'all don't, then it ain't no big deal. Then also a couple hashtag FYP. See that little heart? I should see that on my head. That's when I know you joined the team. Few hashtag FYPs. Oh shoot, if y'all ain't even got me on YouTube, y'all can add me on there too though. Just go to my page, you'll see a little icon on there, and you can be able to add me on there. I try to put most of my full, there we go, there you go, they joining the team out here. Put the thing, what's up, Triplet? Y'all can go on there and then just subscribe. It's free over there, because I'm trying to move over to there a little bit more free. Dude, I'm trying to be like Black Guru. That dude moved to Instagram. He do his stuff on Instagram, and he got his followers passed up his his TikTok. I'm like, wow, I'm trying to spread out. That was motivating to see him doing that. But and I know a lot of y'all probably don't like Black Guru. Very few of y'all do and don't. But I think that's everything though. Y'all still tapping, okay? And I'm about to start calling names out too, just to see. I'm gonna call it out now, just to see if y'all was even listening, see where y'all at. I'm embarrassed some of y'all, and if y'all got some low numbers and stuff, if y'all just in here just to talk and stay that point. You know, I like a little support. You know, I don't ask for no money. I don't ask for none of that stuff. I'm just trying to put other people that's in here that might need to listen and to help. You know, don't be like Lala that say no, don't do that, man. Try to be a supporter. You feel me? Say my name, say my name. What the heck? We got Beyonce up in here? All right. So, and there's one more spot for anybody want to come here. There's 21 people. Y'all can get this going. Matter of fact, yeah, we ain't stopping at 20 because I was supposed to ask for 20 a while ago. But y'all tapping it up though. I like the fingers going crazy. All right. Y'all can take a break at 25. Then I'm gonna ask y'all again because I'm gonna give y'all an hour and a half. Well, I feel like it was something I was about to say. I guess not. Oh yeah, let's get to let's get there. We kind of shifted off a little heavy on that.
We haven't hit the third question yet, Kev.
Yeah, right. Yep. I hear a noise outside. So let's start off with Twin because I ain't hear from a while. Can you tell the difference from a person that care about you versus a person trying to hurt you? People tend to mix that up. Multitasking and she's multitasking and oh yeah, I forgot. That's the part I'll do. While y'all doing that, I'm gonna be going ahead and snitching on y'all. See how many likes y'all can do.
I was like, I'm gonna get the 1K follow big task, y'all.
On the spot, ego.
Right. Can you tell the difference? Okay, yeah, I can tell the difference. A person that care about you versus a person that's trying to hurt you for sure. Depending, like, if they're talking about, if you're asking them for advice, is this kind of like around that? Like, I think, okay, well, I'm gonna ask on that. So if it's someone that's giving you advice or talking to you, definitely, because the truth, how they're expressing it, it can hurt. It can actually hurt, right? It's like it's hurting, but it's actually helpful because it's you know that it's something that you even say yourself. Sometimes I used to have conversations with some people and they'll tell me something and I would either be able to pinpoint something they didn't say or what could be a possibility, and they'll feel like, oh, well, that hurt my feelings about it, or yeah, I can see that you really care because the way you're having a conversation with me, like I can tell that you actually care. So yeah, because they know that I'm just trying to get them to the next phase, like the first question you talked about with the progression. Like, are we trying to get to progress, not just making you feel good? Because I tell people enough times, just because something feels good to hear doesn't mean it's going to progress to you. It's going to probably keep you stagnant. So you may need to be hurt. I don't know, it may be hurt a little bit to move. But yeah. But definitely, yeah, I can tell the difference. A person that cares about me because they're actually giving me real advice, not just what I want to hear. And a person that just wants to hurt me, they don't care how I feel about anything. Like, I don't care about your goddamn feelings. Like, you don't matter to me, whatever. I'm saying what I want to say. I'm going to do what I want to do. That's kind of different than someone saying, hey, I know this may hurt your feelings, but this is something that's important. I think regardless of how it may affect you, it's something that needs to be said. So you have to have an ear to hear if this person is being genuine or if somebody's just, being a jerk. So, but yeah, I can tell for myself.
Okay. Randolph.
What's up?
You next, my brother. Can you tell the difference between a person that's care about you versus a person trying to hurt you? Because people tend to mix that up.
Yeah, I think you absolutely can tell the difference. When you start looking at the benefits on why the person is speaking to you, right? A lot of times people say things to benefit themselves so they can use you to get the benefit that they want from you. And I mean, again, a lot of things is emotional manipulative, like these topics that we have. And to me, if someone's a really good emotional manipulator, these are the things they use to weaponize that. And I mean, and not validating your feelings, not coming with solutions, and also trying to hurt you in the sense of the advice they're trying to give you. And I mean, and hurt you in the sense of like, okay, this might seem cool or what they saying might sound good. And I mean, but if you don't have a good discernment or understand the listening, or if you can't think for yourself, and I mean, then you're gonna be like, oh dang. You know what I mean? Dang, what they saying, you're not giving me the right advice. And I mean, you're not really telling me the right thing. okay, or you see the benefit, like, man, you only did that so you can make me look bad, or make me look stupid so you can look better, So knowing, choosing the right people to give you counsel, and choosing the right people in your circle, that's come on, that could make you or break you. And your friendships and who you are, who you surround yourself with, genuinely can make you or break you. As a person, because a lot of times a lot of people can push you down and keep you down so they can use you to stand to the next level. But you got to be stronger than that, and you got to know who you are. You got to know your value. Like we talked about earlier today, you got to know your value. You got to know your self-worth, and you're not delusional about it, because again, someone can lose that delusion. You thinking you're a 10 and people, oh yeah, they going to cap you up. Oh yeah, you a 10? Yeah. Now go ahead, go over there. You know what I mean? Just to see you fail. So yeah, I know the difference. You got to know the difference. You know what I mean? Knowing the difference is knowing yourself and knowing your worth and understanding and discerning the truth, And I'll land there.
Okay. F your feelings, what you got? Oops.
Okay, give me like give me 2 minutes.
Gotcha. What you got? Kev third page. What you got?
Well,
Why you do that?
It's like oh my, I'm bored.
Why
All right,
you
let me
do
start.
that?
Let me go to main thing. You next. What you got?
How you just gonna skip over Lovely like that though?
Oh my,
I
no,
didn't skip over her. We going from bottom to top.
let him do
It's
it.
on
Let
you.
him
Yep,
do
you on the spot. Main thing.
Okay, don't start that.
Yeah,
You've been
right.
here
So you
way
don't want me
too
to
long
start
to
that.
even know.
We gotta call her name a little different now.
You also scarred me for life last
Is
night.
it?
Main thing.
Man, that's why I say you can't put.
This is why we know each other too much.
Oh man.
That's too funny. Can you tell the difference of a person that care about you versus a person trying to hurt you? Yeah. I think people that care about you, they look out for you. And they always make sure that when they show that they care about you, that they also show it through actions. Meaning, if you going through something mentally, they'll sit up here and give you some advice like, hey, how about we get some therapy? They'll be like, or how about we sit up here and every Tuesday we go out somewhere, have a conversation, or burn pages, or whatever case may be. They'll sit up here. I think people who care about you, they're gonna show it in a way where you understand that, damn, this person, they really looking out for me. They really got my best intentions. They don't want to see me in a bad place. They really trying to help me in this part of my life where they see I'm not the same. They notice new habits, bad habits. People who care about you, they gonna keep it real at all. I feel like people who care about you, they gonna keep it real regardless of whether you want to hear it or not. And sometimes people really need that in their life, because not everybody have that. People will sit up here and really smile in your face and claim that they care about you, but they'll be malicious towards you. Sit up here always throwing shots at you, trying to sit up here and shut your opinions down, try to make it seem like what you going through ain't really that bad, that they got it worse or other people got it worse. They'll sit up here and it's so much things that people who claim that they care about you, they really don't mean it. And that could be family or friends or people that you think you do have you have built a certain type of relationship with, but people show their true colors. And it's gonna show through what you go through. If you're going through something mentally and they coming around and they're like, girl, you're tripping, you overthinking, or you doing too much, or like, them are people that they could say that they care about you, but their words will to me express that they don't care. They just telling you what you want to hear to make you feel like, oh, you gonna get over it. It's not that big of a deal to them. But I feel like until a person truly know your story or what you go through mentally, they will never understand, especially if they're not that close to you. A person that's trying to hurt you is pretty much trying to put you in a mind space of intentionally doing things to get on your bad side. Like, if I know that you a person that's that's inspired yourself through art or through dance, and I'll sit up here and be like, oh, you're a terrible dancer. Like, that's a person that's literally trying to hurt your feelings. Oh, I don't believe you're gonna make it. No matter, get that fairy tale out your head. They're gonna try to pour negative thoughts onto you. They're gonna try to project certain things onto you. So yeah, I'm a land there.
All right. Let me get Lovely in, and then we got Lala. Got to catch Lala up.
I actually want to bring up what Honest was just saying. So, can you tell the difference of a person that don't care about you versus a person trying to hurt you? Well, if you don't care about yourself, is that person gonna
No,
even
it says
care
that
about
care
you?
about you. You read it? I was like, huh?
Oh my goodness, Hawk. You just came in there with that. If
So she
that
said,
person doesn't care about you, if you don't care about yourself, how can anybody else care about you? And it's kind of like what Honest is saying, but how do you accept anybody that is actually gonna say, hey, I'm gonna accept you, but I'm gonna only accept you this way? It kind of reminds me of like what we were talking about earlier, the invalidation and the validation. I'm only going to value you if you do it this way. If you do it this way, then I'm going to accept you. So make that make sense. So if you don't accept yourself, it always goes back down to self. That's what we keep talking about, Kev.
right, that's true. Got to give all that back. See, my bad. I was about to say the wrong name. Got that stuck on me. But let's get Lala up in the building with it.
Okay.
Lala's land.
Period.
So,
I said period. All right.
period.
Can you tell
Period.
the difference between a person and care about you versus a person who's trying to hurt you? Yeah. Anybody who will ever tell me I'm wrong is trying to hurt me.
True.
They don't care about me. Obviously, if they did, they would tell me I was right. That's it.
And they hate you, right?
And they hate me, right?
Mm-hmm.
No, I think people that care about you obviously tell you the truth even when you're not gonna like it. I think they're willing to risk the relationship if it means better for you. I think somebody who might not, a person trying to hurt you, sometimes I think we don't realize that people who encourage us to do stupid stuff is trying to hurt us too. Like, people who encourage you to do things that would, land you in jail. Your friend convincing you that it's a good idea to key his car and put sugar in his tank.
Oh.
Like, those people don't care about you. Those people, in my opinion, want to see you hurt and don't care what the repercussions are. Sorry, my kids are stalking me. Period. It's good. It's wings. Thai chili wings, everybody. Period.
Mommy, our kids absolutely hate when we talk to other people. I don't know what it is. They're just really jealous.
I
I
know.
probably hate the way she's
Both of your
smacking on
babies
that
run
damn.
this world. Both of your babies run
Tearing
this
that boy
world. I
up.
swear.
Give me some, mommy.
I swear both of your babies run this world. But if you think about it, Lala, though too, is that
That's legit why she ran in here. She was like,
Forget
I
all
want
that
some
period
chicken.
post stuff.
She literally ran in here asking me for chicken.
well, think about it
Right, do
too.
it right.
Not only do other people hurt us, we hurt ourselves.
Mhm.
We hurt
Period.
ourselves. It's like both of your babies ran into this room and they were hurting you. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, wait a minute, oh man, I just love you both women. I just love you both women. No, think about, well, your babies are doing something out of innocence. And it's like, wait a minute, you're interrupting me. But no, they aren't. No, they aren't.
The baby's innocent for
They're just
real.
being babies. So,
I gotta make that a topic though. Huh? Is baby really innocent? What make a baby innocent?
Barely.
I don't know.
Not my
That's
daughter.
wild. Wow, bro.
both
Wow,
of your
bro.
babies run your mission.
Violation.
I swear. Between you
Y'all
and
daughters
Alter,
can be
I
innocent. My daughter is in
swear.
charge of this house.
I'm trying to see what do make it like when we say that, do we automatically think kids are good? I don't know.
We're saying that they don't make it with a conscious decision to be evil. Like,
What age
that's
though?
what we're saying.
Because I see
They
some
make-
bad little
they make-
kids. I ain't gonna lie.
Right.
Exactly, because I had this
So-
conversation the other day, Lala, that at what age do you have choice? At what age do you have choice?
Yeah, that's
When you come out your mama cootie.
Hey, listen, kids are as pure and innocent as the coordinator who instructs them through life.
Mm. From the
I don't think
beginning?
human are innocent in general.
No. Hear what I said. Kids are as pure
Mhm.
and innocent as the people, like as the constructor, like basically the coordinator of their life. The coordinator being their parents. They're only going to be as positive as their parents show them. Kids don't know nothing. They come out, their minds are pretty much blank. However, you teach them. So, like, that's why I made that statement. Like, they're only as pure as the coordinator who
But
is
do you
instructing.
think feels that they have an innate knowledge, that they have something that was already within them?
Yeah, I'm not going to negate that part. But they do. They have some type of knowledge. However, a lot of those people that have that and that internal knowledge tend to be, uprooted or uplifted by those that suppress it with BS and false rhetoric.
Yeah, so do you believe that that's what that makes them care about people different, or take in the care that other people give to them different? So we talked about care of what we give to people, but what do we talk about the care that is received from us?
Interesting.
That was interesting. Okay.
The heck is that? Whoa! I don't know what that was. That scared me.
Airport.
Oh, it better be an airport. I'm having some fun over there.
That was a grunt.
Put that girl up, man. Take her away. This ain't the time. This ain't the time. But let me. Oh yeah, Lala got to do the other two though. I'm interrupting your chill. She trying to hurry to get off.
To answer your question real quick, my bad,
Oh
Laura,
yeah,
I
yeah,
ain't
you
mean to cut
did
y'all
skip.
up.
You did skip you though.
But to answer your question, can you tell the difference from a person that care about you versus a person trying to hurt you? It starts with your parents.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. It starts with your parents. They are the first. Your mother and your father are the first two people that you learn to love and care for because they show you these traits. That's why I say a kid is only as pure and innocent as the coordinator that instructs them. That was my whole reason for saying it. So you can tell the difference, but it all starts with your parents. If your parents showed you shitty life, you're not gonna know the difference from a person that cares or a person that's trying to hurt you. Or you're gonna always think that a person that cares is trying to hurt you, and the people that are actually hurting you, you're gonna think they care. That's the mindset a lot of different, you know, developmental areas, as they would call it, being your housing and stuff. That's why a lot of people's perception to things is altered. It's based off of how you were taught when you were first born. But that's why I had to say that.
Okay. Right. Lala, El Chewy, come back. You're not done.
Hold up. Okay,
Oh.
go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Period.
Period.
What's the question? Which one you want to be, the first and second?
Yep, first two.
All right. The green one too.
It ain't no question. It really ties into the first one.
All right, bet.
There's no way in there. I usually make it a question though, but yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to make it a topic that time.
All right. Period. What's the purpose of saying I had it worse? Comparative suffering is the reason people say they have it worse. I think everyone's always fighting to be the victim. Like it's a role that everybody is auditioning for all the time. So if you're constantly comparing whatever you go through to what other people go through, then you're just auditioning to be the victim, in my opinion. Because it's not really the point. When people are looking, like if someone's reaching out and like saying like, you know, I went through all this stuff. If you're trying to like one up them, which people do all the time, I think they see people getting some type of empathy from people and then they get a little bit envious and then they're like, well, also my cat ran away when I was 4. And then they, you know, Waffle, he's so rude. Anyway, they're like, also my cat, you know, unalive when he was 4. Mommy. You're here. That's awesome. Wookie, gaga, gaga. What does that even mean? Once you validate someone.
Nothing watching Goo Goo Gaga. That's crazy.
She's crazy. Literally yesterday she was like,
man, how y'all don't know about that show, man? Y'all need to be up the game. All right.
Yesterday she was like, wah, wah. I'm like, you're not crying. All right, so Mommy. Yes, take her off there, please. Thank you. Once you validate someone's feelings, how can we progress from there? So if you validate in what way? Like you've done something to them and then you validate their feelings?
Many of ways. It is broad though.
So, all right. So if you've done something to somebody, she's attached. She really is. If you did something to someone and you validated the way that you made them feel, you're supposed to move forward with apologizing and then asking what they would like you to do in the future, or working with them to come up with what it should look like for the future for the two of you. Moving forward, as long as it's from a healthy place. If you're just validating somebody's feelings, like empathizing with what they're going through, you then, in theory, you would ask, what do they need from you in order to support them? You know what I mean? Like, what do you need from me? You want to plan something out? Do you want to, like, what's the plan? It's just help people forward and making plans how to move forward. So that's the best way I would say you would need to progress after you validated how someone feels. Period. Thanks, guys. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk.
Nice. I forgot I gotta get more mature by next week. My big 3-4 is on Monday. So you guys, you better come in here mature, because I'm gonna be mature. With age comes wisdom, comes maturity. Some people really think that though. People really do think that. That's why they be sounding horrible. That's why they don't like to get challenged. People with that mindset. But all right. I'm way back in the bit. I ain't seen you in a minute, my brother.
Kev, what's up, good guy? How you doing, bro?
I'm all right, man. I'm blessed. You already know.
Yeah,
What you been up to, man? You been all right?
Yeah, I've been gone, man, for like 2 weeks. I was ill, man. You know what I'm saying? Sick, so I was off the app. Just got back up here probably about a week ago. You know what I'm saying? I've been trying to get tapped in with you, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I've been gone, but it's good to be back, you know what I'm saying? Rocking with the flow.
Sure, man.
How you been, bro?
You said what?
Yeah, I was saying, how you been?
Oh, same, man. Same.
Yeah.
Cruising, working, all that stuff now. Ain't no all-night kills anymore, but yeah, for the most part, and enjoying every day. Wish people knew how to do that, man. Every day you literally can enjoy it, man. It's all the mindset and how you view it.
Yeah, man, for sure, bro. Yeah, so you got the topics up there, some good topics as usual. I see you expanding. You know what I'm saying? You got like 6 of them up there, don't you?
That ties into the first question, so you can go ahead.
I can't see it fully, but there you go.
If you
If you still competing with struggle, you all lost at life. You already lost at life?
yes.
Oh, I hate myself sometimes, but
it's all good, bro.
I can't believe I put all right. I always mess up with it's all you already lost. How the heck I put all right up? That just be annoying, man.
Honestly, bringing it up.
That was a good one too. We've been saying it all the time, and that's crazy that I just noticed that now. That's crazy.
I was about to tell you, but I was like, I thought you already knew it, because people been putting up here.
That's what happened. I was like, oh, you probably already know, so I'm not gonna point it out.
Nope, I keep doing it. Somehow when I'm rushing, I don't know what to blame it on.
I do that time when you're rushing, and it's like you. I swear, when I was looking at it,
look, blame it on spell check. Spell check.
Facts. There you go. That's right. They should have been doing this job. I would have messed up. You see, no accountability in this room. And accountability, bro. Sorry.
I mean, that's kind of goes back to what you said, man, versus enjoying the day. You know, I read about it. Huh? What happened?
No, go ahead. And do you pronounce it Baga or Baga?
Yeah, bagger. Yeah, like bagging something.
Okay,
bagger.
got you, brother.
But like that, if you're still competing with struggle, you already lost that life. Yeah, man, because I read something a while ago and it stuck with me. It's like in the present moment, the only thing that we really, outside of, okay, you got bills and stuff, right? But outside of that, the only thing that you're struggling with is memory and imagination. You know, right now in the current, you know what I'm saying, you're being splashed with newness. It's like you're standing in the water, that current steadily splashing you with newness. But you can't be stuck in memory and imagination. And that's tough for a lot of people to overcome. But, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, for me, I embrace the current and what the current brings me. And I hope my net, my head, my brain, my thoughts under the current to catch what's there. You know what I mean? So, yeah. But if you're struggling, if you're competing with struggle, you know what I'm saying, then you ain't moving forward. You know, your back is facing the current. You know what I'm saying? So.
All right.
The current moves with a lot of water.
We all going through all of them, or just the
I
first
didn't get the answer.
Oh, you haven't went?
No, sir.
Y'all just stuck with the green one. Y'all ain't went to the
right. Yeah, you're right. You be so quiet. I don't know what to blame it on. It's me. I probably just missed it.
no matter if she had her chance. Move on. I'm just kidding.
No. You will not do me like that.
Which one you haven't answered? I thought you
said,
answered one of them.
Remember when I came in, y'all was on the Can You Tell the Difference? That's the only one.
That's the only one you did? Okay, cool. Because, yeah, you had to catch up just like La. Okay, I get you. All right. So, yeah. So, we going to get both of y'all caught up. You and back on that one. So, what's the purpose of saying I had it worse? What you got for that?
I think The purpose of saying it is because people want you to understand that what you probably been through versus what the next person been through probably isn't as bad. And people, it's like almost like trying to remind somebody that, be grateful that that's all you went through. It's like if you sitting up here crying about how you ain't how your legs hurting and aching, right? But the person who have no legs will look at you like, hey, be appreciative that you at least got legs. You get what I'm saying? Even though they hurt. Be thankful that you're able to still use them, even though they still hurt.
Well, that's the thing, though. Honest, is that how do you tell how you care? Like you actually care about that person that didn't have no legs. You know what I mean? So, do you care about that person that has no legs, or do you care about yourself most that you actually have legs? A lot of people don't know how to decipher. I think that's what it just reminded me of.
I think I
know how I function.
was going more of a way of that because you sit up here and you go through certain life struggles. Like you may think everything you see in life is terrible, right? But the person who's blind wish that they can see what you see, even the terrible things. So be grateful that you don't got it as bad as the person who can't see. You get what I'm saying? It's like
that's kind of like the same thing
that's why I think when I hear what's the purpose of saying I had it worse, because you're trying to show people that you that's some messed up stuff. But I done seen worse.
That goes back into the first question, is like, why is everybody comparing what you went through in comparison to what somebody else through? So does that make you care about somebody different?
It could just simply you trying to wake somebody up to understand that.
Exactly, Honest.
It's all about waking somebody up to understand. It's not even trying to say, oh, I had it worse than you, or it's just really telling you, what you've been through. I'm not saying it ain't bad, but you came out of it. You get what I'm saying? Like some people will look at it like, oh, you sat up here, you somebody almost touched you.
Well,
right?
Think about it, Honest. It means that I'm not gonna treat you any different because you went through something different.
Some people could look at it like that.
Because a lot want to compare it. They don't want to, like, even if you look into Kev's, like, what's the difference between a person that you are versus trying to hurt you? So I'm not trying to hurt you. I want to actually care about you. I want to care about you from the version that you've come from. So a lot of people aren't even willing to bring people in to where they actually came from. So are people willing to actually bring this in?
I think too, it's kind of like when you're communicating with somebody, there's this thing called communicative DNA, meaning what makes up how people communicate, right? And so there's this thing where, like, if I come in here today and I tell you guys, I had a bad day. And then I say I had a bad day because, I got a flat tire. And then when I got home, there was, I forgot to take the chicken out the freezer because that would be tragic. Anyway, I forgot to take chicken out the freezer. I'm having a bad day. And then you tell me, no, I had a bad day because I tripped on a rock and my boyfriend didn't call me back and this and this happened to me. Are either one of those comments invalid? No, you could have both had a bad day, and they're just
I believe the
different because
timing
they're
though
different people.
is the timing do make it seem like you invalidating somebody else's. I mean, that's basically like F what you talking
No, it
about.
is. No, it's
Mine's
a
is worse.
problem to say that. I'm not saying it's a good thing to say. I'm communicating that they're both bad days, and so it doesn't make sense to do that because
Right.
everyone,
That's true.
what makes up their days is different. You know what
But
I
I
mean?
get
So
where
when you're
Kev coming from because it's like I think people through certain timings do matter because it's like if I'm sitting up here, let's say because I don't know why I had this thought, but let's say that I had a funeral. I went to a funeral, right? And at that funeral, it was some disrespect that had happened, right? To where I just felt like the funeral was a terrible funeral for my loved one. And let's say that you're going through something where it's like it's not as bad as what I've been through far as the day. Because I had lost a loved one. That means I'm in a grieving mindset. People would sit up here and try to talk to somebody through a grieving process. You get what I'm saying? And feel like, oh well, yeah, you lost your family member, but I sat up here and I got dumped today. And it's like, I'm not saying that your heartbreak don't matter, but at the end of the day, I lost a loved one.
Exactly.
It's not the same thing. You going through a breakup. I'm going through grief. Timing is two different timings.
A lot of people don't know how to grieve them. They don't even just know how to grieve other people. They don't even know how to grieve themselves for what they lost. So who's going to be there for you in that process?
I think it depends on the situation. Like what? What's her name? She Juju. What's it? Juju. So Jesus. But
Just so honest.
yeah. So it all depends on this. Yeah, it depends on the situation. Like something like that. You know what I mean? You can't compare someone having a loss versus you being dumped, but you can use it in a fashion when you got a true friend and you see them, you know, really down and stagnant. You know what I mean? Like there's no moving forward or progression there, you know what I'm saying, to help them be like, hey, you know what I mean? Hey, bro, I've been through that, something similar like that, but worse. You know what I'm saying? You going to get past it, bro. You can get over it. You know what I'm saying? It helps them get out of that stagnant mentality and state that they're in. It can be used in that fashion, or it can be, you know, how I would use it with my boy. I'd be like, look, man, I get it. I've been there, bro. Tuck your skirt in. Let's get it popping. You know what I'm saying? It all depends on the situation. You know, so we still got to make it to the other side so it can be used in a fashion to get that person out of the hole and out of that dump that they're in, or it can be used as a flex. You know what I'm saying? Like, it depends on how it's used. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know.
Yeah, I don't think the same
But
stays for.
hold on, can I finish my thought?
Sorry,
Can I
I
finish
thought
my
you were
thought?
done. You paused. Go ahead.
You good. But you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, they say everybody has a different journey, right? You know what I'm saying? Like everybody's journey is different. So it's kind of hard to say that your situation is worse because, you know, you don't know what that person, you know, what may be bad and terrible to them and what may be bad and terrible to you. So I don't like when people really do it. You got to really use it in a fashion of where you're really trying to help and you are really empathizing versus just trying to throw your 2 cents in there. You feel what I'm saying? I'll end with that.
You have to go for the common good. You have to go through everything that you're trying to build on. It's just like what Kev talks about, the difference of a person that cares about you. What about how you care about you? How can you build care if the people around you are not caring about you?
I don't know. I think it's kind of what everybody's saying at the same time. It's kind of like there are spaces. It depends on the conversation we're having. If you're here to empathize with somebody, you shouldn't be using comparative suffering. If you are here But if someone is talking to you and they're trying to move forward, I guess you can say you've been, I mean, there's nothing wrong with saying you've been through something similar. I feel like what I am saying, or what maybe anyone else, I don't know who else is saying this, but I'm saying this, there's no reason to say mine is worse than yours. There's no reason to say that unless you're just trying to flex your trauma. You don't have to say it's worse. You can say people go through things all the time and blah, blah, blah. But you going out of your way to say mine's worse than yours is you fighting for the victim spot.
Mm-hmm.
In my
Well,
opinion.
and think about it though too, Lala, is that sometimes when everybody shares their story with your story, it's like, first of all, we are not comparing it like what Kev was talking about earlier. Is it a competition, or are we actually just sharing each other's stories?
Right, and you can share story. I went through something similar, blah blah blah, and then because you telling somebody is worse is you trying to tell them that they should believe it's worse, and you can't do that. You can believe it's worse, but you saying, and it's worse, and then what happens when they don't agree that it's worse? What if they don't believe that it's worse, and then something's wrong with them? No, they don't believe it's worse. You know what I mean? So it's just one of those things that it's really tough. It puts you in a tough spot already and communicatively when you do that. That's all I'm saying.
Well, and that's what it reminds me of. Like, if you talk of it biblically, a lot of people talk about sharing their testimony. It's like, look, I came from different experiences. I came from different understandings. I came from different understandings, and here I am with all I have. Are you going to care about me, or are you not going to care about me? But I also have to know how to care about you, and how to care about your situation as well.
Say for the sake of empathy, when you really if that's your real friend, or you really care about that person on a genuine level, right? I say avoid even the comparison. You know what I'm saying? Let's dial in on what you're dealing with right now. You know what I'm saying? And how do you feel about that? What do you feel your solutions are to overcome that? And stick to that versus adding yours. I think it's really unnecessary to do it unless you're using it. I'm a football player, from high school and all that. So we tell them, like, look, man, okay, chin up, let's go on to the next play. Let's move on to, you gotta still got a game ahead, just like in life. Life is a game, still gotta move forward. But as much as possible with your friends and these adult, this life that we live, avoid it. Get to that person and really care about, because they don't really care. Not saying they don't care about your situation, and if it was worse, but they don't care about that shit at that time. They focus on what they got going on, right? So dial into their situation, help them find a solution, and comfort them there. You see what I'm saying?
I had this same conversation earlier, Bagash, about sports. And when you look at NFL, you look at MLB, you look at the NFL, you look at all these different sports, and you look at competition. And it's crazy that Kev brought up this conversation about competition. It's like, at the end of the day, are you on one side or are you on both sides?
Little man, you want to go ahead and get in?
My bad,
Oh
Lala.
yeah, I was gonna say, like, I've heard it. I've had it the worst. Like when I was pregnant, from women left and right. I birthed this pound baby. It was horrible. It's like, you're not making me feel any better. You're making it worse. It's like when people do try to chime. I think they really do want to help, but at the same time, they're trauma dumping at the same time. So they're putting a lot on your plate on top of what you already have on your plate, and they're not realizing it.
Yeah, I think they're trying to connect. Well, I think, and that's a big thing. That's a good point that you brought up, because people try to connect through trauma all the time, and they just want to have these connections with other humans. And I just don't think we practice enough how to do that properly.
Well,
You just say, take whatever I'm giving.
But think about it, Lala. They connect through trauma because a lot of times people create their own chaos. So why are you connecting through trauma? Why can't we connect through joy? Why can't we connect through peace or compassion? Why are we going back and forth?
I'll say to that. I think what Charles was saying. So sorry, I'm trying to come in and out. But
Who even is talking today?
When Lala said like trying to, I know Kevin got his earphones ignoring us. I know he freaking lying. Anyway, oh never mind. Crap, he heard us. Never mind. Anyway, so as Lala said, when you're trying to dang, what you say, Lala, trying to connect with that person, you bring up something that traumatized you too. I think we need to learn other avenues to connect with a person without bringing up like something traumatic too. Like, oh, okay, just stay in the moment of their trauma. That's fair. Just stay where they are and then encourage them right there versus trying to have a similar story to mix, and that because that usually never really helps, honestly. Some people it does. They're like, oh my God, you've been through that too? But you have to gauge that. You have to be able to gauge what that looks like.
But we don't want to be stuck in their trauma. We have to deal with our own trauma. See, that's it always goes back down to self. I don't want to be stuck in your trauma. I can be stuck in my own trauma, but I have to deal with my own trauma. A lot of people don't even want to deal with their own. Oh, I want to say this in a nice way, Kev. A lot of people don't even want to deal with their own shit.
Yeah, I mean, it's almost like this, man. I know it's certain words up here on TikTok I can't say, but it's like somebody presently just got pum, your friend got pum 4 times, right? They took 4 to the ribs or 4 to the body, right? And you talking about how you got pum in 96.
Mm-hmm.
we need to get you right. We need to get you to the hospital, bro. We need to, you know what I'm saying, apply tourniquets here so we stop the bleeding. We need gauzes. We need, you know what I'm saying, bandage. We need all that right now. What happened to you in 96, by all means, glad that you still here, but they ain't got nothing to do with what this person is dealing with right now, which is a matter of life and being unalive. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I think of it in that fashion. There's no point of you adding your story or whatever to somebody who's dealing with something currently in their own head, because they're not even hearing you. And honestly, they're gonna shut down when you even start talking about yours. You're like, this nigga, he or she ain't even listening to me. You ain't even listening, yo. You know what I'm saying? So that's not gonna better their situation.
You have to think about it, Bagas. A lot of times, in order to actually help somebody move through what we move through, some of us have been humbled. Some of us have moved through different directions, different understandings, different understandings. Sometimes we just have to sit patient so that we know how to meet that person where they're at. That goes back to care. That goes back to what Kevin is asking in that third question. Do we actually really care about people?
And that there is the question that everybody must ask honestly within themselves. You know what I mean? Because everybody ain't empathetic. Everybody don't have sympathy or really a genuine care for you. You know what I'm saying? You gotta, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Honest, I saw you come off mute, friend. Go ahead.
I think caring about somebody and you know, just it's a big difference when you say you care, because it's like people use that word carelessly. And it's crazy because people will say they care, but it's like, how far do that care go? It's like, if I sit up here and lose a child, do you just sit up here and say, oh, I care about y'all, but you don't show up to my child's funeral? How far do your care go?
Exactly.
Do you care enough to sit up here and stop by my house and show your condolences? Do you sit up here and care about, you know, calling me on the phone and saying, hey, you know, I understand it's a tough time. I just want to check on you, see how you doing. How far do your care truly go? Or do you sit up here and just say, oh, you seen a Facebook post and say, oh, I'm going to pray for you. I care about y'all. I love y'all. How far do your love go?
Well, think about it, Honest. Do you think about that people care about themselves more than they care about other people? or do you think they do it the same?
I think people, I think when people say they care about themselves, you know somebody truly care about themselves, because they won't tolerate certain things in life when it comes to self. It's like versus saying, "Oh, I care about myself," but do you care about yourself enough to sit up here and not be beat on? Do you sit up here and care about yourself to sit up here and say, "Oh, this relationship or these people don't benefit. They're not helping me grow in life." How much do you really care about self? Because people could say I care about self, but not really love self.
Well, that goes back into question number 4 when it says, "Isn't it projective?" It's like a lot of people. Another form of empathy that they show into themselves, is it empathy or just a guess, or is it because you're giving care to yourself more than you're giving to somebody else?
I mean, I can't care. That's like a person who's sitting up here catering to somebody else's household before they cater to their own household.
Exactly.
I can't. I'm gonna go homeless messing with you.
Exactly, honest. A lot of people don't even understand what they're giving them to themselves. Like, I would say this: like, people will give expectations to them, to other, or to themselves, but they don't even know how to meet themselves because they're trying to please everybody else, but they're not trying to please themselves. How does that work?
Yep. A lot of people move around in a desensitized fashion, right? Like even when we asking each other, how you doing? How you doing? Right? That's a conversation starter versus you genuinely asking that person, how are they? Do you take the time to pause to really hear how they really are doing and really care about how they doing? You know what I'm saying? We got to get back to being human again and being neighbors. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, you know, we all got to get out of this etiquette of navigation, you know what I'm saying? Just to say, hey, how you doing? You don't really care. You just ask that because you didn't know what else to say to start a conversation or for the greeting, right? So, you know what I mean? So, you know, we got to get out of that desensitized state.
You know what it reminds me of is customer service. Like when somebody says, "Hey, how you doing? How is your day?" Like, do you actually really care about how somebody's day is going?
Yeah, just should we do the next? Oh, we're already talking about it. So Bagger, since you're talking, why don't you go ahead and answer the next one? Isn't projecting another form of empathy, and isn't empathy just a guess and not really real?
Was that the next one for me, or I think the next one was once you validate someone's feelings, how can we progress from there? I'm not sure. I want to jump out a little bit. If you want me to go to that one, I go to that one.
You didn't answer that one?
Yeah,
I think the main thing. I think she did. She do that too? Those are them the two that had to catch up on that one.
Oh, okay.
You can do that. You can go.
I mean, we
All
can
right,
skip
why don't
around. I'm
you
with
do
y'all.
that one, and then Honest can do that one, and then we'll move to the next one. How about that?
All right. Once you validate someone's feelings, how can we progress from there? I mean, it all depends on the situation, I guess, right? Because a lot of times people, you know, they hear but they don't listen, right? So it's like once I see where you are, because I don't know about my discernment is strong, you know, and so I can see through walls. So it's like if I see that you're full of, I don't keep phony and fake people around me. I can't do it because I'm not like that, right? So it's like if I sense that you're lying or you're bullshitting, I'm gonna call it like it is, and then we can proceed as such. I'm gonna keep you at a distance, or I'm gonna bring you closer. We're gonna rock. We're gonna make it to the other side. So I guess I'm not understanding the question, and y'all can correct me and you know expand my perspective on what you mean by this.
All right. I'm gonna say once you validate someone's feelings, how can we progress from there? I think once you got the understanding that a person get the understanding that you can basically sit up here and say, yeah, you are right about this in this aspect. But let's say it's a man and a woman going through a situation, and it could be the scenario of y'all just having financial problems, and a person probably feel like you're not supporting them enough, right? And once you sit up here and say, hey, you right, I haven't been that supportive, and you give that clarification and understanding, it's how you move forward is by sitting up here saying, hey, you know what, I'm gonna sit up here, the next check I get, I'm gonna invest into your business, right? And I just want to see what kind of things you're gonna sit up here and invest in when it comes to your business, because I really want you to understand as my partner, I don't want you to feel like I don't support you at all. So I'm gonna show you that I do support you by moving by sitting up here moving forward to pour into you and your dreams more. You get what I'm saying? Just so I can give you that comfortability and understanding that I am here for you. I am in your corner. I do sit up here and see that you are right when it does come to certain things about me. I do get caught up in my own work, my own self, and I do get in a selfish state of mind. So let me get out of that and try to sit up here and help you out in certain areas. So I think you just progress by sitting up here understanding where you could be better at and taking actions into actually being better at those things, and showing a person that you are dedicated to show them that you can still help them accomplish things that they do have in mind, or you do sit up here and want them to know that you do support them in ways that they might not have felt like you were being supportive before, if that makes sense to y'all.
I think it makes sense, honest, because if you're thinking about it, it's not just what you do to other people, it's also how you have to receive other people. We have to understand other people with the process that they're coming from, with the experiences that they come from, with the understanding that they come from, with the understanding that they come from, and also knowing that we come from a different process, So it's like we have to be a multitude of everything. And I see where Honest is coming from on that multitude.
Yeah, I think validating somebody is just simply like, it's like the people who sit up here and be like, am I tripping? I think I did too much, or I went too a little too hard. And the person be like, nah, you didn't. You reacted exactly how you were supposed to. That's giving a person the validation that, hey, you aren't in the wrong, because at the end of the day, they were more in the wrong for even putting you in a position to react like that. You get what I'm saying? So once the person gets that validation that they weren't wrong, how you move forward from there is by you saying, hey, from here on out, we ain't gonna sit up here and put ourselves in this type of position ever again, so we could have this same this reaction. But understand that we also aware that if something like this ever happened again, we know how to handle it better from here on out.
I broke down honest. I broke down validation and invalidation earlier. If you look at value, is like look at validation. Validation is adding value. Invalidation is taking value away. So a lot of people don't even know what they're taking away from the people that come into their life, but they also don't know what is adding value to their life.
Yeah. So, all right. I guess we can get to, because I only got about like 20 something minutes anyways. We ain't better. Yeah, because,
I gotta drop. I gotta drop down, Kev. I gotta drop down, Kev.
all right.
I gotta go make dinner for my husband. So,
All right, for sure.
appreciate you all, everybody on this panel. Honest, Baggish, Lala, Jane, Mr. Fields. I'm not ever gonna say your name all the way through. You need to change your name.
Oh, no, you can call me K Slater. You can call me K Slater K.
Yes, and Miss Ego, and I love my twin. I love that. You know, we all have.
Wait, who your twin?
Yeah. Well,
Who your
no,
twin?
we're actually quadruplets.
Who your twin?
You said Alter is her twin. Not you
What?
jealous. That's crazy.
No, we're
Ain't gonna do
quadruplets.
that. We don't do that. I only got one twin around here.
I know.
One twin around here.
And I love you for. Thank you for always having me
Kev,
on
you
this,
being
on this
selfish.
panel.
You being selfish.
I will. It's been like that for years. One twin. Y'all find some other names around here.
Hey, we talked about
We don't do that.
triplets
We
and
don't do that.
quadruplets. We talked
Leave
about
my
triplets
twin.
and quadruplets. So
You're a narcissist. Everything you think everything belongs to you.
I love
You talking
you.
my thing? You talking?
Hi, John.
What you talking about, man? No, don't try to change your name, man.
No, I love you. I just wanted to give you props, Kev, for always having me on the panel and always welcoming me, you know, and having this conversation. So that it is what it is.
Good night, lovely.
Good night, Miss Lala. I'm out.
Period.
Thank you.
Her isn't projecting another form of empathy, or isn't
Miss
empathy just a
Miss Lovely, my junk kicked me out. All right, Lovely, if you ain't dipped, appreciate you. You already know. What you was saying, Lala?
Nothing. I was asking Alter to answer the question since everything's about her clearly right now. The fourth question. Why don't she go ahead?
I'm gonna start. I was about to say I'm gonna start with Jane because she just got to do it. She got that like that. Yep. You up there?
Oh, you see, I tried to help
Don't
you.
freeze,
Jane.
nah. She
Why
tried to do that little frozen
don't
thing
bail
like they
her
be
out,
doing on the
Kev?
thing.
Don't you bail her out?
What I
I was
missed?
trying to.
What I
I
missed?
was
She
trying
almost
to.
got me a little bit. I ain't gonna even lie. That just scared me a little bit. She was freezing too heavy. You good. She is good at that.
Just because I'm
Now we can go to church, baby. Go to church. Is that?
Don't do her like that. Don't do her like that.
She is good. I
Oh,
don't know how she. That hurt my eyes. I feel like I'm
her
already
service
got.
a little nervous. I thought your service was nervous, but you were froze like your camera was just like, nah.
Yeah,
I'm
she
tired.
did. That was good. She good at that. That's crazy.
Yeah. I rock with y'all though. Y'all real live. Yeah, I'm telling you. So when I come here, man, don't hesitate. Send the request. I can box.
Rock with man. We ain't old, man. I mean, we ain't new.
And first of all, I can say rock with y'all because, hey, listen, man. You touch it.
Say
Listen.
listen, just listen.
I look. I'm still lounging on the bottom steps. Okay, I'm lounging on the steps right now. I ain't even hit the porch to touch 30 yet. All right, so yeah, I say what I see. I don't look like
Make
that.
me. I'm
You
about
don't look
to.
like
I'm
that.
about to be putting a cane on in a minute, anyways. Next week I'll have a cane for this live. It's
No,
alright.
he didn't say he gonna have a cane.
I'm gonna have a
Well,
cane, man.
nah, we're
These
gonna have to
young
get a walker
whippersnappers that be out here, I
no.
have to handle
Oh
sometimes.
no, you need a walker. You don't need no cane. You need a walker.
A
You need a
walker.
wheelchair.
These whippersnappers. Boy. Yeah, don't unfreeze yourself. It's on you. It's on you. I don't care about that smile. I don't care about the dimple getting stuck. Yeah, we on it. All right, so let's start with that because I'm trying to get the rest of these questions out because I got a few minutes with y'all. Don't touch my cage. I won't, man. I gotta find them out. I need a special one, a special mechanical one. All right, so Let's start with this one. Isn't projecting another form of empathy? Isn't empathy just a guess and not real? It's deep.
Can I go at the altar?
All right. Gotcha. You can freeze again. Go ahead and freeze again. There you go. And I don't want to see no blink until your turn then. Let's see if my eyeballs turn red. It's going to... Like, since you want to be so good at it. Man. She good at that. That joke really be making me seem like, I'm like, dang, my eyes start hurting because my brain can't even tell it's the real thing. That's crazy. You said what, man?
I said, why y'all leave me over here by myself? That's so selfish.
Why y'all doing it like that? Y'all better go show us some company.
Change the layout and then change it back.
Don't
Like,
do
change the whole
ain't like
layout
that.
and change it back. Yeah, we left over to by ourselves. That's so rude. So rude.
I'm like, where my
There you go.
friends?
Mr. John about to come in and help out, man. Yeah, give her some company over there. He don't do man things like that. There you go, man.
I need somebody sitting at the table with me.
Hey,
What's happening? Everybody's been a minute.
What's the deal, John? Hey, John in the building. Mr. John in the building. I'm coming. Ain't nobody trying to. Oh,
I mean,
she coming over there too.
at the table.
I'm
You know what I'm saying? Well, technically, if you think about it, we in the booth, and you was just in the table. Now we all in the booth. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. Facts. All right, now that she came back on that side, now she's starting off anyways.
Now we
Let's
even.
get.
Okay. I said now we even. Sorry if it's like y'all.
There you go. Even it out, right?
The brown skin beige on this side, I guess.
Ooh.
That's what it
That
is.
ain't true. Because I'm about to say,
Hey, let me switch sides, altar. Let me switch sides.
she light on that side. Isn't Jane light?
I'm
Ain't
brown
feel
skin
feelings.
too.
No, I think he dark.
Wild.
Not for the women. He don't count. The men don't count.
I'm chocolate.
I don't count.
Main thing is,
chocolate
I don't know, what color is
not
main
like
thing? I
that.
gotta look at her picture again.
Altar, let me be chocolate. I'm coming.
Okay, never mind. John might be close to the dark. Okay.
Nah, John needs to be over there with the light too. Go with the light. Go on, John. Go on over.
I ain't like.
He ain't light. Okay,
we
my
include the
bad.
men, then
Y'all don't
Mr.
say it like that.
Black
Don't make it seem like light is bad. Don't do me like. Don't do it like that. Don't do it like that.
We love our
Far,
life.
far from light.
Yeah, he far from light. Yeah, far from light. Not her switching sides trying to be with her triplet.
Lala, you better come on. Come to your real side, Lala. Stop playing with us.
Not come to your real side.
Wow. Wow.
She trying to mix it up, man. That's right. Don't diverse it. Yeah, that's good. I like that's good thinking, Lala.
It's a one.
Good
Who
thinking.
let her up?
We're not dividing.
Crazy work.
She gotta go.
She's gonna mute.
Bro, who let her up? I told y'all let her go back. That y'all love Jay.
Go back to your
I'm
side.
Jay said I'm like for.
That's that seg right. We about to have a whole last time. We about to have a
what? Segregation. Wait a
segregation in here, man. Come on, man.
You know what?
Really, it's not because I'm chocolate, so I don't know what y'all talking about.
Look at all these pictures he put up. I'm sick of it.
Popped the balloon.
Jay, like I was just coming to talk to y'all. Why we even on this? Because I don't know. We got stunned with caption. Period.
Crying.
Yes, bye, Lala. Get back on the side.
Get back to your side.
Get back to your side, Lala.
That's crazy. Wait, which question y'all? You ain't on the fourth one yet, is you?
There you go, Lala. She listens
I
well.
think we are. Oh, let me see. 1, 2, 3.
You're on the fourth
We're
one.
on the third one. We almost at the last one.
We're on the projecting. Did you want to go, John?
The project is project. Isn't projecting another form?
Did you want me to go or you want John to go?
It was supposed to be you. Well, John just popped up here, so it'll be you. Then I get John, and then I'm gonna get. Yeah, I don't want to mix my head because I was about to do John, and then I was gonna do their feelings, but I gotta mix it around. I gotta do what I can remember. So yeah, let's do you up, and then Lala and up.
This is an interesting one, so I don't even know what I'm saying. So isn't projecting another form of empathy? Well, projecting is when you're something outside of you. You're you're projecting something. Like someone can say something and then you start projecting, making it about you in a sense. So empathy is something that like you have an empathy ability to sense other people's feelings and things like that. So you have empathy to kind of like console them. So I don't know. Is it projecting another form of empathy? I don't really think so. And isn't empathy just a guess? Empathy can be a guess because you can empathize with someone. You can guess that they're feeling a certain way, that you think they're feeling a certain way. Like, no, I'm not feeling that way. Like, okay, sorry. So you can you can have empathy for someone and think like, because you have the ability to know like what they're feeling or something like that. But I'm thinking we empathize. If you empathize with the person, then you're empathizing with them, so you're feeling kind of like what they're feeling. So I wouldn't connect that with projecting, because projecting is like I'm pushing outside of myself or something internally that's going on with me, and I'm projecting. I'm making this our thing about me, kind of thing. So yeah, with that, so is it empathy? Just I guess. I don't guess. I'm pretty usually 99% right, so I don't know. Not really real. Not really real. Is it empathy just a guess? Not really real. I think empathy is real. Because you can empathize, you can have the ability to think about. I mean, you have the ability to like sense what someone's feeling. I think that's the real thing. But I'm not connecting projecting being another form of empathizing. Because if I'm projecting, I'm not empathizing with you. It's about me. I'm making that about me. I'm projecting. So, yep, that's my take. Okay, I'm listening.
I'll let y'all know that ain't gonna come from after everybody go though. Reason why I tied those together.
Yeah, I'm waiting for this.
Yeah. I could be still wrong, but I'm just wondering because I always notice something though. Matter of fact, let's do it because I ain't got that much time. I really only got about 10 minutes. So the angle I'm coming from with this, the reason why I said that is that I noticed that both of them, right? Even you said I think you said something about projecting is telling something that's within them on somebody else. But I thought, I feel like even empathy is the same thing, though. I think the way to resonate, you will have to feel how another person. That's what they claim, right? And I think it's also the reason why I say it's a guess is because I don't think no human have the ability to exactly feel how another person feels. That's just like impossible. That's impossible because you can guess and assume, right? Every human can assume how another person feels. But your level of sadness would be a different level of sadness. Your level of, all that stuff will be kind of different. You could be sad because another person, you could be happy because another person happy, but that don't mean that I guess I'm just saying the way that people make empathy seem like, I be feeling like it's just a guess. Sometimes you probably think it's somebody feeling sad and they not, and they feeling happy and you end up feeling sad by mistake because you thought they were sad. And you was like, I'm just empathizing with you. But then I feel like what also, with the projection, I notice is like, the reason why I say that is like, it's called projecting when it's a person that can't resonate with it. Now, if they can resonate with it, they be like, "Oh, you empathizing with me? I feel that you get me, you get me." But if you don't get them, then it's called project. That I don't know. I noticed that. I kind of noticed that on this app though. It's like they call it projecting when it ain't got. No, but it's people that really do project. But what I mean is
These
like,
people don't know terms. They don't know definitions. They take any damn word and just take it and make their own
they
definition.
do
I kill bro. Take bashing, for instance. If you look up the actual
right.
definition of what it means to bash, that means to strike violently or to unalive. Strike violently or basically unalive. Shit like that. If you actually look it up verbatim for definition, but according to people on here, to bash somebody means, oh, you're bashing me. That means to make fun of or to attack them. And it's like, come on, bro, use proper terminology. Don't worry about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, I noticed that. All right, John, good to hear from you a little bit. But yeah, I don't know, that's the angle. I just noticed. So it's probably just what misuse. People just misuse. But I be even thinking like I said with the empathy thing, is like, don't you have to like Well, that's what they claim it is. Like when you try. I say you try to understand somebody's emotions, just like you can understand your emotions more than anything. But you can. At the end of the day, I think a lot of us are making guess because we can always be wrong about what we empathize about. You know, feelings, like we just say feelings lie. I think we said that plenty of times though. And just because you feel a certain way, that don't mean it's true all the time. Or just because you think you understand somebody else, that don't mean you truly understand them. Even though that's what the definition of empathy is to understand your emotions and others around you. That's what they say. But I think even with understanding, it's a guess. All that stuff be a guess because the fact that you could be wrong about what you understand, that shows that that is just guess. It's a guess though. I don't know. That's my point of view on that one though. So and that's just some deep stuff. That's just some deep stuff I'm thinking about because I'm so open minded, and I have like even with this question, I can see like even what's his name, Sean. He would say it's probably the same because it's like that's why we be talking about that all the time. Like people really, people think they know, and you just really don't know people for real. You don't. Like every last thing in life is really kind of judgments and guesses and assumptions, and we just try to calculate as many with the movement and stuff. Just like when I could say that, because like I can say that. That's why I try to challenge my wording to believe instead of saying I know. Because I can say, well, I know this person mad, or I know that. But even though it's a lot that I'm gonna have to change up on that, but it's just like, dang, do I really? You know what I'm saying? I don't, But yeah, no, I can say I know hurt people, but I don't know. There's so much stuff. There's so much on that. It's something different though. But yeah, I just come up with that one. That's why I believe that. That's another form.
You were saying projecting. So, what's the point you said? I was trying to catch that because that was interesting. You said so the projecting part. So
when you don't agree with them.
Yeah. Okay. So they're like, okay, if I don't agree to your point, you're projecting. But if you're empathize with me, they're like, okay, he gets it. That's what you said.
Right. If it gets it, yeah, that's not because it's called empathy when you get it. It's called projection when they don't get it. The way people use it, I ain't gonna say everybody because I do believe they got two different. I don't know. Maybe I could be. I don't know. I don't know. That's something I noticed. Maybe I'm looking at it different. I don't know. But
are we going in order?
Yeah. It's on you.
Oh, okay. So projecting is when you are doing something internally. Like if I say, like if I've been telling lies all week, right? I'm always lying to people. And then I look at somebody who is doing something, and because I've been lying because I'm insecure, I'll say, you're insecure. You're lying because you're insecure. You're just insecure because it's something that you have inside of you that you're trying to place on somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
And so a lot of the time on this app, particularly exactly to what you're saying, people will say somebody's projecting and they might not be. Like, they might not believe that. They might not be doing that. And you see, we have examples of that all the time when people pop up on the app, like and argue with us, and they're like, y'all are getting mad. And I'm like, no, we're not mad. You're mad. Like, you're the one that's upset, right? That's kind of what projecting is versus empathy is trying to relate to how somebody's feeling because you've had those feelings before. And so you're sitting with them as they go, and it's an action thing. I don't think people know that. So when you're empathizing with somebody, it's like people, for lack of a better phrase, putting yourself in their shoes. So like, for instance, if I'm sitting down trying to empathize with a kid after she just got in a fight, I'd be like, right, so you're upset. And she'd say, yes, I am. And it gives them opportunity. You can be wrong when trying to empathize, which I guess goes to your point about it being a guess, right? But that's why we ask questions, because even empathy goes past your initial guess into what do you do now that you know what emotion they're feeling. So if I tell a little girl, like, you're obviously upset. Yeah, I am. Okay, because it was disrespectful. Yeah. Are you because it was embarrassing? And she says, it was embarrassing because of da-da-da-da-da-da. And you're just like, okay. No, I felt that before. I know what that feels like. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
that's kind of what empathy looks like. Comparative, like when you're empathizing with someone, you're trying to help them work through those emotions. Whereas with projection, you're just throwing the emotions that you're having onto somebody else.
Okay, I think
Great
in a way
example.
I get it, but then I feel like it's this. I don't know why. Just the more I hear it, because it seems like it's the same context with both of them. It's like both of them. I'm gonna put it this way: you have to relate in some type of way. One of them think that they relate. The other one think they relate. I don't know. Both of them do think they relate, right? But one of them is more right, and the other one more of a. Because I believe
Yeah,
both of them.
projection
I don't know.
is
Me myself, I believe they
but
both a guess.
you're denying
Huh?
with projection, you're denying that you're feeling that thing. You're not saying that I feel it too, and so
That's
you're feeling
compassion,
it.
wouldn't it be?
You're the projection, right? You're the only one feeling like this. You're the one who's mad. You're the one who's aggressive. You're the one who's this, even though it's you doing it. So sometimes people project out of defense, and sometimes people project because they're not even aware that they're the one doing it.
I think when it comes to projecting and stuff, I think when I think of stuff like that, it's like if you in a relationship, right, and your partner, he's at work flirting with or she might be at work flirting with a coworker, right? But they'll come home and accuse you of flirting or having feelings for somebody else. That's them projecting. Instead of them admitting that they like the coworker or that they're attracted to the coworker at work, they'll come home and try to make something up or make it seem like you're the one that's stepping out on the situation or you're the problem in the situation. It's like they'll pour things that they're feeling and going through onto you to make it seem as if you're a part of like as if you're the person who's sitting up here causing problems, but in reality they're in their own head projecting things onto you that they're feeling and going through. I think empathy is more of when, like Lala said, you sit up here, you acknowledge somebody's feelings, you can look them in their eye, you can sit up here and understand what they're going through, versus you sitting up here, it's like projecting us denying big feelings in themselves altogether. It's like, you're exactly denying the feeling you have within self. And you're trying to make it seem like this person that like they're having the same feelings, but truth be told, they're not even doing nothing. So which make them think that you're doing something, that you already done something. So now you're coming here trying to make it seem like they're really doing something that they're not even doing, if that makes sense. like it's like a person who sits up here and cheat, who already cheated, and now they coming home projecting shit on you like, oh, you cheating on me, you stepping out on me, and it's like you probably ain't even cheating at all, but it's just something within them where they're trying to make it seem like you're really the problem, or you really starting problems or bringing problems, or you really want to step out the situation, and like I said, that's why I get from it.
Yeah, I think I'm looking at that. So I do see that. I mean, I see the difference though. One of them is like you trying to understand somebody else, and then another person is basically putting what they understand about themselves and telling the other person this is how they feel based off of that. So I think that's what the part that's getting me is because it's like a thin line on that. I think it's the relating part because one of them, but it's like intentions right behind it. That's what it is. Like it's kind of an intention thing.
They're cousins, not sisters. They're related, but
yeah, because I think it's that little part in the midst of it because it's like you trying to put your. Because even to understand somebody, when you,
you're still involving your emotions in it.
Yeah, I think that's the part that's getting me right there because both of them you try to involve, and that's the reason why I say like, so I mean, I know they two different things. I'm reading the definition. I realize they two different things, but it's just like, I feel like it's a thin line when you start involving your own in there to relate with somebody, or then one of them. But I guess you got to catch the people. You got to kind of catch a person that's pushing their own. Like, where did that come from? How are you telling me I'm mad, and I'm telling you that, you know? But I guess it depends on how long you prolong the conversation, right? Because when you tell a person that I'm not feeling that way, and they continue to push it on you, now that's different. That would be projecting, right? Right. That's what it is, right?
Well,
So
probably,
that'd be the projecting part when they try to force their feeling on you. No, you are mad. You are that, or something like that, or whatever. And but then again, look. Then again, some people be lying and they won't
That's
say it, and
gaslighting.
huh?
No, I was being funny. I said that's gaslighting.
Right. But that's why I say. That's why I say it's like even on the other end. But it's sometimes I can't understand a person, right? I can understand a person and be like, you know, from what I believe, right? I'd be like, no, I could tell you hurt or something like that, and it ain't me projecting. You know, it's more of me. I can understand it, but they probably would look at me as projecting because I understand them, because I empathize with the way they feel. You know what I'm saying? But ooh, I don't want to hurt my head because I saw my brain be moving 1,000. I'm sorry, y'all, but it's just, I guess it's like I be thinking like
ADHD is
over
a
and over.
motherfucker, ain't it?
Huh?
ADHD is a motherfucker, ain't it?
No, it's not. Yeah, I don't know that, but I'm just saying, like, I just think a lot. I do think a lot. I be thinking a lot. Cause I be want to tie things in and try to make sense out of a lot of stuff, and then also try to, you know, speak on how I be feeling about certain things, or how I observe different things. Well, that's actually how a lot of my topics and stuff come from. Because it's just like, I guess it just be like something that just sit inside of me. That sounds weird, but it just be something that be like, man, dang, I gotta question this. I gotta question that. You know, some don't sound right. They sound too close to each other. So no. But yeah, I think that'd be the difference when somebody try to kind of push it. So the other one is more fixed on let me understand you. The other one is like let me tell you, or let me push how I feel about what you're saying. But
You talking about sympathy and empathy?
no, I'm literally talking about projection and empathy though, because both
Projection
of them
and
got to
empathy?
deal with
That's all
feelings.
right.
Both of them got to deal with feelings. Sympathy, yeah, that's just, I get that one though. It's just I think the closest to each other would be empathy and compassion. But compassion, somebody taught me the difference with that is like not putting your own feelings in it. You don't have to take on the feelings to understand somebody. You know, that's why you always notice that
That makes sense.
most women be the ones be saying, because I guess they want to take on the feelings and stuff, that they want to be more empathetic, and that's why they the dude that told me like that man should be more compassionate, something like that. Just because whatever, but yeah, I would. Yeah, that's deep. That's something that's I don't want to spend too much time on that one though. But that's a deep one though. Anybody else wanted to add or something on that from how y'all feel about that? But that's a good. I mean, it's like I know the difference. I think it's that like I said, it's that part with both of them having to tie another person's feelings in to understand the other one, and the other one is like, so it's like a thin line. I think it's like a guess to knowing the difference between somebody that's projecting or that's trying to understand, but then there's also like people that also when you tell them you're not that way, but then I see this that argument I'm doing with myself right now. But then it's like because I be seeing people that do that be like, and you tell them about how they may feel because you feel like you're more right about how they feel than what and they might be lying. You know what I'm saying? Because the fact that people lie, that's what make it so hard. Because I'm like, no, you know, I could tell that you hurt. I could tell that you mad. I could see jealousy. But then again, they could be like, no, you got jealousy within you. You're projecting it on me. You see what I'm saying? Like how people can do that. And I think that's the part where I'm getting kind of mixed up because anybody at any time can kind of switch it up and tell you that you're projecting. You see what I'm saying? But then like when you agree with people, right? Then that's when they be like, oh, you empathizing. You feel me? You get me? You understand me or something like that. But
Oh,
I think
You're
that's what
only
the thin line
projecting
is.
when you oppose their opinion. Go ahead, Austin.
No,
I think both of them.
no, I was no, I just saying I was saying that moment like, cause you were saying dang it, what'd you say? okay, so like a person was like, oh, you get me, like, no, I think she's feeling this. That's what she meant. Yeah, that's what I meant, when they probably didn't mean it. Is that the part you're saying like that? Like they'll just like part of that, or no?
It's because I feel like both of them is a guess to a certain extent. Like I said, because people lie and they can switch it up. Because it's like I was saying, like when you tell a person that they hurt or something like that, one of them, they can say it to project because they're hurt. But if I see that you hurt and you talking the way you come out your mouth, because I mean, me myself, I believe I can tell a person that hurt people. You know what I'm saying? I like to say, I got to start saying believe, because I keep saying I know. And I got to really change my wording though, because I mean, I'm not no God, but I do believe that, you know, I could tell hurt people, you know, because I used to be hurt, you know what I'm saying? So I could tell like a lot of these signs, and, you know, I seen people that was hurt. I seen how people handle it different ways and all that too. So it's just like, dang, you know, at a certain point, can that be considered still like me projected because it used to be me, right? But then I also can resonate because it used to be me. You see what I'm saying? And that could be empathizing too at the same time. It's like every time I'm trying to get it, I think I mess myself up more for thinking even more now. So it just seemed like
No one deeper into it.
Hey, you see what I put in the comments?
what's the what you said, people only say you're projecting and gaslight when you. That's what I'm saying. That's what I feel like people do for the most part. I feel like lately that's what people do. But some of that stuff could be, you know, legit and right. You know what I'm saying? Because some of them, if I say that if I tell this person that you are, you are conniving or something like that, and I'm going based off of these many of things. Or I'm trying to think of an emotion or whatever. But when I say that, but I could be telling the truth though. But I could also be if I'm lying or I say that. But how can they tell? You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. I gotta stop. But yeah. I don't know. I'm gonna think a little bit deeper on that. I put this topic out here. I mean, I put that part on there because that's something I always wanted to think about, but I still haven't thought that through all the way because it's something in the midst of between those two that makes it to where like basically it's like who to say who was right, who was wrong, and who's to say who get to switch it and say who's projecting and who's not, you know, because at any time somebody can do that. Somebody can switch it up and like, no, you know, you're projecting. I don't feel that way. But then they could be lying and you be like, no, you do feel that way. And then they could be like, well, you projecting because you're forcing it on me. But then certain times you could be, you know, certain times they can be lying themselves. And that's weird. Yeah. I'm going to leave that alone, but I'm going to figure this out. I'm arguing with myself right now. That's all it is. I think it's 10:40.
Listen,
All right, we're gonna skip that one. My head hurt. Hopefully y'all. I don't know if y'all got. Huh? What'd you say?
I said if they ever bought the Mannequin Challenge back, I'm nominating G.I. Jane for like a Grammy Award for that shit. Because hopefully
she's good.
Be spot the fuck on.
You see how she did that? That was sweet. That was
You
sweet.
see what I'm talking about? You see what I'm talking about? Look at that! Look at that! Look, Mannequin Challenge in full effect. That's crazy.
And she picked the right angles too, though. She be in the middle of moving. Only way you can get it if you see something in the background and start moving. Like, okay, yeah, got her. You know she missed some church days. You know she did. They done FaceTime her like, baby, nope.
Come get it just for text.
Hello? Are you there?
Man. I can't do that. My stuff really do that on this live. I do that, they gonna be like, nope.
And Kev, I sleep with my eyes open, so I could pretend like I'm asleep just by.
How the heck did you find that out? Would you record or something?
Tell me. I sleepwalk and I sleep with my eyes open.
Oh.
Wow, that's scary. I'm scared of you.
It sure is. I have my keys for myself.
She be like, I seen when you came in late tonight. Our boys right there, you don't never want to cheat on her. Like,
my husband used to have clear conversation. I talk in my sleep. I can have a conversation with you. He used to think I was having conversations, and I was like knocked out. It'd be like short answers. But that's primarily what I gave him anyway. Was like, yup, for real. He was like, I thought you was awake.
Sleepwalk. That's crazy. Well, do you actually dodge stuff in your
Hey,
sleep
yo,
and
I
stuff?
second
Ain't
that
never
motion.
true.
I absolutely second that motion.
You sleepwalk too?
No,
Oh.
hell no, no. What? No. I'm talking about it with Kelsey. But the comments is like, get a camera, because I bet you do funny stuff when you sleepwalk. Yeah, heck yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I gotta see that one. Got to.
And my daughter said that. Well, we got the ring. Sometimes it catches certain things. Y'all want me to upload it one day or something?
I can't stand the rain. That'd be crazy. You be up there having a whole conversation. You remember that time? Do you remember when we fell in love? Be singing and stuff, probably. With the mic still in front of her when she do the... What is that face? That little pierce. Like this face shaped like a spade. That's crazy. Oh, I remember them, the Veggie Tales. Veggie Tales. All right. Veggie Tales. I think they had a song, roll song though. But all right, let's get to this last one, man. I gotta call it. I'm way past the time. So let's start off with K. Let's do that with all the pictures he got up there.
What? Oh
What
yeah,
are?
yeah, yeah,
Oh, this the
yeah,
one
yeah.
you wanted
That's
to
what
get
I'm
to
looking to.
anyway, or somebody? Oh, that other dude left. He couldn't take
Yeah,
it.
I got you. Give me a show this. Hey, listen, I got like hella pictures because I got like hella memes in here. Boom, there we go. Let me
What?
the big screen real quick.
Uh-oh, that's what he couldn't wait for this. It's your time to shine.
So, in order to answer the question, what an emotional intelligent person looks like, you have to first know what emotional intelligence is. And these are the
Ooh.
5 key components too.
Mm-hmm. Social skills. That's the one I keep forgetting about. The other one, decision making, self-regulation, self-awareness. Awareness is number one. You gotta have that for any. That's with anything. That's why we bring awareness to certain things. Empathy. That's that favorite one right there. Is it projecting or empathizing? But I don't want to hurt y'all heads, man. I swear. Am I about to get kicked? I'm about to get kicked.
This man, yo, listen, this man is past his bedtime. You can tell. That's sad, man. It's sad. Look, whatever she doing, she is definitely focused. Whoa. Okay. Hold on. Got a little nervous though. I got a little nervous. Got a little nervous though.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what's going on with it.
I'm listening though. I'm listening
I
still.
wasn't doing the mannequin child. I got kicked out. That's what happened on me. Did I miss something? My bad. My dang on thing kicked me out. Okay, all right.
No.
Yes, I think I do remember it. Yeah, I remember the 5. Social. Is it social, empathy,
Social
motivation? Was
skills,
that on there?
self-awareness. Nah, it's self-regulation, self-awareness, social skills, decision making, and empathy. Those are the 5 key components to emotional intelligence.
Why motivation ain't up? That's why we wanted to 5. That's crazy. Hold on, I got me about to look that back up. Why that's missing? I know social skills. I remember that one. One of them got switched around then. Hold up. Let me see something. Emotional intelligence. All right. Let's look at 5 pieces. Oh, that's the one. Yeah, you got that one. I see decision making, self-awareness, empathy, social skill. That's what they did. The decision making is new on there. I ain't see that one on there before. Let me see. What are the 5 parts to emotional intelligence? You ain't gonna sing it for me? I thought you were gonna say it. Something. Self-awareness, and then understanding of that. Self-regulation, social skills, empathy, motivation. See, I knew one of them got switched out on that one, and I see that chart that you got too, though. That got switched with decision making. That should be one too, though. Like, but I would think, would decision making, would that be part of? That's weird. Decision making. Yeah, one of those got switched out. It's supposed to be motivation. It's supposed to be on one of them. What you call it? But okay, with that though, I don't know if I missed that part when I got kicked out. You said, so you basically said if you see those things, give an example, like maybe how would a person handle certain situations or something like that? How would they be on this live, or how would they be,
So
in person?
as far as that goes, I've met a few people that actually exhibited these 5 components. Basically, in any situation, like that fight or flight instinct that you get when you're put in like a devastating or something where you can somewhat, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it doesn't have to always be like that outlandish, you finna shit like that. But when you're put in a situation, it's a person that's clear minded that can automatically boom, like they know what to do. They know how to keep you calm, keep them in a safe, keep you
I
calm and
like
safe,
that.
keep them calm and safe, and figure out a plan to get out of that situation without you, them, or anyone they're with getting hurt or in any way, you know what I'm saying, harm. So it's like they're quick on their feet. And then as far as it goes with a person that's like, say you have a very emotional person, they know how to remain subtle to themselves, like remain calm, but also help you with your situation. Like they can literally nullify your situation to where if you were overthinking or if it was something devastating, they can help you neutralize it. Like it can bring you down to like a neutral level where you'll be in a clear state of mind and different things like that, if that makes sense.
Okay, yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one for sure. Yeah, I highly agree with that too. Go ahead, Jane. Then we gonna do main thing. Cause she been coffee cup up there. Scared to know what that coffee cup is. Like no, go ahead, Jane.
What are signs of a person with emotional intelligence?
Yeah.
Okay, so he got a whole chart. I don't know how I'm gonna compete with the chart,
We can do examples now. Just do examples. That's the main thing I was really looking for, is like examples of like how would they handle conversations, how would they, maybe at a restaurant, do a scene or an incident or something like that of somebody.
Someone that is slower to speak and more of an active listener. It's a lot of things. That's a whole lot of things. Someone that doesn't lead with the words "I feel."
Oh, say that again for the people in the bike with the hearing aids that couldn't hear you.
Okay, someone who doesn't start with the words "I feel." And because you ain't got a lot of time, we're gonna go and pass it over to Alton.
Oh, yeah, right. I was looking at the end of that video, man, when I was falling asleep. Then Jay was like, Kevin. Yeah, that was like, oh. I was looking at the end of the video. I was like, I was done for on that. My head kept going back like.
As long as you wasn't snoring, my guy, I think it's all good.
I hope I wasn't. I don't know. I hope I wasn't. It don't matter. It don't matter. If a person ain't never saying that person, it's like, no, I'm talking to nope. Let's go with main thing first. Since now she went on teacup, but no. Nope. We gonna go to main thing. Yep. Oh, do we gotta say your name a different name? I'm gonna spare you.
What are signs of a person with emotional intelligence? I think a person who have emotional intelligence, they can sit up here and you know, give ideas but also listen to others' ideas. They can sit up here, and then conflict situation. They can sit up here and not only handle their emotions but also somebody else's. They don't let people sit up here and change how they feel or what they think. They stand firm on what they know and what they believe. People who have emotional intelligence, they know how to communicate on a level of, if the communication is just them sitting there listening. They don't always have to be heard. Having emotional intelligence is also something to know when it's most important to speak and when it's most important to be silent. Emotional intelligent people don't react to everything. They understand that everything they'll need a reaction. It's also to me, you can't understand what someone's going through even though you never been through it. That's having emotional intelligence. You can sit up here and see from someone's perspective even if you didn't experience it or seen it. But you can have emotional intelligence enough to sit up here and have understanding to what they're trying to explain to you, if that makes sense. Like, for example, if I haven't been in an abusive relationship, that doesn't mean I don't know how somebody. That doesn't mean I can't have the understanding of understanding what somebody can go through in those tough situations. I can also understand what a person goes through even though I haven't been through it. I can understand that it's not right. I can understand that, you know, this is something that's hurtful towards you. This is something that actually was something that put you in a bad position. So me having emotional intelligence, I'm not going to sit up here and know these things and try to invalidate what you feel, regardless if I haven't experienced those things. I can sit up here and still understand your emotions and your thoughts and feelings on a situation, if that makes sense.
All right, man. Twin. It's on you for the closing, man. And I'll see y'all Friday when I start back up, because this supposed to be one of my days off, but I happen to not work today, so. Hey, you there, twin? Twin!
Not you leaving for the rest of the week.
Right. Cock-a-doodle-doo.
Alter, not you over there asleep. Wake
up.
Maybe she got.
She on the phone call. Y'all know how we do. Yeah, get on the phone call, hop right back in the
You over
live.
there cheating. She's cheating on the live.
Ooh.
Oh wow.
That's what's going on around here. All right. Well,
Call her out.
I guess it's that time then. She said she's not closing it. She probably didn't, unless she fell asleep with the pillows. But
She's
it's all right.
closing silence.
But yeah, I'm gonna see y'all about maybe Friday. I'm gonna think another topic. Appreciate all y'all. Y'all had some good point of views, man, for sure, man. And try to staying in these streets, man. Now Nate coming in at the last second. What's up, Nate? Oh yeah, you did say you had she did say she was attending something today. I forgot about that. But appreciate you, Jane. Appreciate you, Kay. My brother Kay in the building, man. Good seeing you and hearing from you.
Have a good night.
For sure. And good night, twin. I know she's asleep. hear me in your dreams. Said it at the Brit thing. All right, for sure, name man. Yeah, I'll probably be on Friday. Yeah. I usually get on Thursday, but I went on today, so I'm gonna take me a few days off. So I'll see y'all Friday.